Welcome back to Charlotte Bobcats Arena as we get set for this evening's matchup. The Bobcats and the Los Angeles Lakers for the first of two meetings. Time now for the Bud Light starting lineups, and we begin with the homestanding Charlotte Bobcats. Over the last 6 games, Gerald Wallace just under 24 points a game. The rebounds are there as well as the steals, along with Okafor. And then, of course, you also notice that Adam Morrison is getting a start this evening. Kobe Bryant on this current road trip averaging 21 points a game. Did not play well on Christmas Day in Miami. Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, Luke Walton, and Brian Cook. Matt Devlin alongside, of course, Henry Williams. And the third member of our broadcast team, Stephanie Reddy. Let's send it over to Stephanie for tonight's Geico Game Report.
Thanks a lot, Matt. Everyone knows what a great player Kobe Bryant is. Some may say he's the best player in the league. Here's what a lot of people don't know about him. It's his work ethic. He continues to develop on his game, to work on it. Yesterday they had practice. He went over and got extra shots up immediately upon completion and then stayed after, lifted weights, and continued to work out for over 1 hour after the team had left the facilities here in Charlotte. They had to send another bus back to get him. Kobe Bryant is relentless with his work ethic, and it shows, guys.
All right, thank you very much. No one would deny the fact that he is one of the great workers in the NBA. Or tonight's officials, Derek Stafford, Sean Corbin, and Leroy Richardson. Derek Stafford in his 20th season, Corbin in his 14th, and Leroy Richardson working in his 12th season in the NBA. Matt Devlin, Henry Williams, and Stephanie Reddy. The all-time series, 3-1. Lakers lead it. Bobcats won back on February 2nd, led by former Laker Jermaine Jones, who recorded a career-best 31 points a game. And the Lakers look to post up Luke Walton early, and Luke Walton is having a career year, Henry.
Mention your championship formula. He is your bailout guy. He's a very talented player, underrated in his ability to knock down shots, which is what you need. But also, he's great all around. For a dad, for a Hall of Famer, I guess you would be.
Bernie Bickerstaff was saying he passes just like his dad. Kwame Brown got a piece of it. Gerald looking to post up. Shot clock now down to 2. Here's Adam off of the dribble, getting his 16th start of the season. Recycled shot clock. What a feed by the rookie Adam Morrison. The recognition of Primo Brezic's on the inside.
You can go inside against the Lakers because they're not very good at rotating on the defensive end. You talk about Kobe Bryant being a great individual defender, but as a team, Phil Jackson is still trying to establish that defensive prowess.
3-2 on this road trip. A loss at Chicago to open it up. They've won 3 of 4 since that time. A loss on Christmas Day to Dwayne Wade. Kwame Brown, shot clock down. The hook doesn't go. And coming off of an impressive win in Orlando, 106-93. Here's Felton for 3. Shot doesn't go. Raymond Felton was 2 of 2 from three-point range on Wednesday night against Washington.
Raymond does a great job, Matt, of really understanding when to take his jump shot. That time, a great jump shot by Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant averaging 27.3 points a game. 6th best scorer in the NBA. And 27 on Wednesday night, 15 in the first half. Last season, a career high 35.4. After the miss, here's Kobe Bryant out of the wing. One of the best players in the game, no question. Is he 1, 2, or 3? That is a discussion that can last for days. Bryant with the left hand. At the other end, dribble penetration, and it leads to the bucket and the foul. Primo Brezic with the finish.
Penetration by Raymond Felton. This is when he is so good. He is strong. He draws the defense. Primo Brezic doesn't go out for the jump shot. He goes straight to the basket, and Raymond Felton finds it.
And Primo heads to the free throw line. Primo had just 4 points on Wednesday against Washington, a 67% free throw shooter. Remember, it was a week ago tonight. He had a double-double against Utah. Had 14 points and 11 rebounds, and since that time, 10 points, 2 rebounds at Chicago. Didn't score, 6 rebounds at Dallas. And then that performance against Washington, offensive foul on Kobe Bryant. Now coming over to the official scores table. They want to take a look at the clock. Leroy Richardson saying that the clock did not start. Time now for Henry's highlights.
Shot selection is going to be big for the Bobcats. Lakers are a very good team, very well coached, very disciplined. Bobcats has continued to take great shots. You have to limit Kobe Bryant's touches. We know he is great. Talk about being 1, 2, or 3 in the league. The guy's probably 1 or 2. Gerald Wallace and Raymond Felton factor. These guys have to continue to attack the rim. Not many guys in this league better, and good things happen for the Bobcats when these guys go to the basket.
Phil Jackson in his 7th overall season at the helm of the Los Angeles Lakers. They adjust the clock by 6 seconds. Felton guarded by Smush Parker. Here's Adam Morrison for 3. Too long. And with rebound, Smush Parker. Spent 1 season at Fordham University where he played for Bob Hill, currently the head coach in Seattle. Entry pass down low on the double team. Felton got a piece of it. Shot clock down to 4. Here's Parker. Shot doesn't go, and Okafor's there for the rebound.
Great defense by the Bobcats. They extended out well, contested every pass, and committed the best, I think, defense there. They denied Kobe Bryant the basketball.
Gerald Wallace on the inside. Shot pops out. Good to see Gerald attacking the rim early on. So important for him. Kobe off of the glass. So special.
He attacks so great, right and left hand. Here you see him going left. Watch how he continues to duck it. He drops his shoulder, creates his contact, and still has the strength, the upper body strength. Talk about our work ethic, which is what everybody's been commending Kobe on. The ability to continue to get the shot.
And Bryant at the free throw line. Kobe 84%. Last season 85%. And he has the last 7 for the Los Angeles Lakers. Adam Morrison gives it back to Felton. Here's Gerald. Takes a jumper and it doesn't go. So after working on the inside, that shot didn't go. Decided to take the jumper. Lakers by 4. Opening minutes of the first quarter here on this Friday night. Brian Cook with the jumper and a 6-point lead. And Bernie Bickerstaff wants a timeout. So important for a team like the Los Angeles Lakers in their 6th game or the road trip, their final night on the road, to get out to an early start, and they have. Standing room only crowd here at Charlotte Bobcats Arena on a beautiful Friday night here in uptown Charlotte. Time now for the Presbyterian Hospital Inactive Report. Of course, the official healthcare provider of the Charlotte Bobcats. For the Lakers, Aaron McKee, Chris Mim, and Lamar Odom. They are 4-4 without Lamar Odom. For the Bobcats, Ryan Hollins. Brevin Knight is out 4 to 6 weeks after having surgery because of an abdominal muscle tear. And Sean May expected to return possibly tonight. And more than likely it'll be tomorrow night in Indiana. Some Lakers fans on hand here. And when you win, guess what? They're fans.
They're fans. Front runners.
Well, exactly. Is that what you call them?
I call them all front runners. I mean, they're out in front of what's going well. And you don't blame them. I mean, the Lakers, they have such great tradition, and you expect them to win. The Bobcats are trying to build that tradition. And It's great to see, 20,000 here tonight trying to support the beginning of what will be a great tradition.
Yeah, I never knew there were so many Miami fans when the Heat come to town, right?
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. It really is. Right now, all 5 points for the Bobcats, scored by number 7, Primo Brezic. Shot clock down to 7. Felton gets by Luke Walton, one-handed runner. Shot doesn't go. Primo put back, no. Okafor with the finish.
Offensive rebounding will be a big key tonight. Emeka Okafor's going to have to be at the forefront of that. That's where he's going to get most of his points because of the pace, the triangle offense, and the transition defense by the Lakers.
Yeah, Brian Cook, too easy. He's 2 of 2 and has 4 points. And the Lakers are 6 of 8 from the field. They're the 4th best shooting team in the NBA. Henry at 47%. Backdoor cut, pretty. But Luke Walton able to recover and gets the block on Adam Morrison. Kwame Brown making a move on Okafor. And the shot doesn't go, and Okafor another rebound. And Emeka now with 5 rebounds. That deal really worked out for the Washington Wizards with Caron Butler. And the Kwame Brown deal. Kwame Brown with the block.
It's a little bit different tonight for Gerald Wallace as opposed to 2 nights ago against the Washington Wizards. And there's Mr. Big Shot himself, Kobe Bryant, for a big 3.
Why do you say that? Different for Gerald?
Difference because of the big guys, Kwame Brown and Brian Cook on the inside, 2 7-footers. Against Washington, they let you go to the basket, and defensively for the Lakers, they don't want you near the basket.
Bobcats lost by 7 to 114 to 107. And a foul on Brian Cook, and Kobe Bryant early on 4 of 4 from the floor, Henry.
Off to a great shot. You see the variety of pump shots there. Watch him going to his left hand, so great. Going to his left again. The upper body strength gives him the continuation to continue his shot. So dangerous when he's making his outside shot, Matt, because now he extends the defense. You've got to guard him. He's 4 for 4. He's on fire. He's on a 50-point pace right now. You've got to do something to get the basketball out of his hands. But when he's making his outside jump shot, he's just impossible to guard.
Lakers on an 11-3 run, including that free throw, and Kobe Bryant coming off of a game, as I mentioned, 27 points, played 36 minutes, 8 of 22 shooting. Against Miami was 4 of 17, battling flu-like symptoms as we send it over to Stephanie Reddy. Steph?
Thanks, Matt. I talked to the Bobcats coaching staff before the game, and they said that the defensive strategy against Kobe Bryant has changed from last year. Last year, if you all will remember, Raymond Felton started out on him, and Brevin Knight would come and double periodically just to change the pace defensively. This year, they're going to try and stay one-on-one because he's less of a selfish player, and he will not force shots, so they have to play him honest.
Averaging 5.2 assists last season, 4.5. Adam Morrison trying to get it going. He can't find the touch early on, and Morrison 0 of 4 from the floor. The Bobcats just 3 of 15 and a turnover for Kobe Bryant. And the Los Angeles Lakers only their 2nd turnover of the game.
Luke Walton was supposed to throw that ball as an alley-oop. Kobe Bryant was going to jump to the top of the backboard. Luke Walton threw him a bounce pass, so it threw the whole run off. As a result, a turnover, a possible fast break.
Primo Brezitz, Raymond Felton, Gerald Wallace, Emeka Okafor, and Adam Morrison. Bobcats starting out just 3 of 15 from the field. Felton trying to get into the lane, and an excellent job as he turned the corner, and Smush Parker committed the foul.
Smush Parker anticipated a pick and roll that time. Raymond Felton is so fast, a lot of times he doesn't need the pick and roll. He's able to go right or left. Great job by Raymond Felton to get inside that orange area defined as the paint.
I talked to Raymond. He said, I got to continue to attack, but here he is for 3. Shot doesn't go, 0-2. But I understand that. Gerald and I had that conversation that we must attack, attack, attack. But as you said, Washington different on the inside than the Los Angeles Lakers and what they want you to do. Kwame Brown backing up and lays it up and through.
Too close. Emeka Okafor's a better defender than that. Kwame Brown cannot get the ball within 1 foot of the basket. You're not going to stop anybody in the league doing that.
And Raymond Felton, after missing the 3, lays it up and through.
That's what you want to see tonight, Matt. You want Raymond Felton going right or left, using the screens or without the screens in a mid-transition play to create his own shot.
He's 1 of 4 now from the field. Kobe Bryant, his first miss of the night. And Okafor is there tracking down another rebound, and Emeka already with a half a dozen. Gerald Wallace in a post-up, guarded by Kobe. The double comes with Parker. That's a tough double because of his length and quickness. Giving it to Luke Walton. Wraparound stolen by Felton. Scoop back up. And Vladimir Radovanovic on the floor for the Lakers. Morrison entry pass denied by Brown, and it's Bobcats basketball.
No spacing that time. Raymond did a great job getting the ball on the inside, kicked it out to Adam Morrison, who tried to throw it right to it, and Emeka Okafor, who was standing right beside him. You pull it by the basketball right back out. You still have a 3-on-2 mid-transition fast break opportunity to score.
Primo Brezitz, shot doesn't go. Scored the first 5 for the Bobcats. Kobe Bryant in the lane, fading. Too easy as Gerald fell down.
Too deep. He's too deep. When he gets that close to the basket, somebody else has to come. If your defender falls down, be ready to rotate.
22nd timeout taken by Bernie Bickerstaff. The Los Angeles Lakers up by 10 with 4:29 to go. And, you know, there are some that believe that that final game of a road trip is always that trap game. But the Los Angeles Lakers coming out with strong intentions, and Phil Jackson kind of alluded to that yesterday with the practice schedule, and really felt like, hey, listen, we need to do this early and take care of business.
Your greatest road teams are the teams that are mentally tough. Phil Jackson, you know his teams are going to be mentally tough and mentally ready. So it doesn't matter if it's the first game or the last game. A lot of times that last game of the road trip and how well your focus match can determine how well you play the game after.
Shooting just under 50% on this road trip. They are 6-6 on the road overall. And tonight's shooting is to shade under 70%. Now, on Wednesday night, the Washington Wizards shot 71% of the first half, Henry. That sounds like your kind of game.
It sounds like it's your kind of game, as long as it continues to dip, you know, by the second half, by points in 30. You know,
Walter Herman checking in, and there's Adam Morrison. So Morrison now 1 of 5 from the floor.
This is a guy, Adam Morrison, who has to have a big game for the Bobcats, for his confidence as well as to extend the defense, which does what? Allows Gerald Wallace to penetrate and get to the basket.
And Adam Morrison picks up the foul. Morrison has put together back-to-back 17-point nights in Dallas and then on Wednesday night at home against Washington. He has struggled, though, in his 15 home games, scoring just 11.2 points a game, but it is a process. He's the only rookie averaging double figures.
Doing a great job. It's a learning process. He's learning, he's getting better, and it's just going to take time.
There's Okafor already with his 7th rebound. Okafor, 6th in the NBA, averaging 10.8 rebounds a game. Walter Herman guarded by Vladimir Radovanovic. Offseason pickup by the Los Angeles Lakers. Okafor, a nice repost by Walter Herman, and Okafor unable to knock down the shot, but a recycled shot clock for the Bobcats. Felton driving. Contact, no call. Radovanovic the other way, pulls up over Herman. Shot doesn't go, and Morrison is there to collect it.
That transition for Radovanovic, that's his shot. The Lakers, when he's in the game, they run a little bit more. They extend the defense and shoot a lot more threes. For the Bobcats, you have to be ready to get back on defense when Radovanovic is in the game.
Walter Herman lets Radovanovic fly by, and Walter driving. And a 3-second violation. And Vladimir Radovanovic caught an earful from Phil Jackson yesterday, as Phil Jackson called him a space cadet and said that he is too free-spirited. This coming from Phil Jackson, too free-spirited on the floor. He's got to conform. Tonight, here at Charlotte Bobcats Arena, Lakers are in town. Wonderful holiday. George Foreman here this evening, signing some autographs there, about 4 rows back, including Rufus. And Rufus trying to take care of some business tonight.
Those Bobcats would love to have George Foreman's knockout punch.
Kobe Bryant has had it against the Charlotte Bobcats, along with other teams. As Kobe Bryant, you may recall, just a couple years back, winning a last-second shot over the outstretched arm of Keith Bogans. A game winner. Bobcats, their lone win against the Lakers came on February 2nd, 2006. And Phil Jackson said, I was embarrassed by the effort. No embarrassment there on the feed from Luke Walton to Kobe Bryant.
Wow. All 20,000 said that's what we came to see.
Walter Herman looking to post up. Gerald Wallace double comes with Radovanovic. Cutting through Herman. A crowd around Wallace, but still able to finish.
That's what he wants. Inside. You want Gerald Wallace going at Kobe Bryant on the inside, penetrating, going to the basket where he has most of his success.
Kobe Bryant with 14. His shot blocked by Okafor, but Kwame Brown comes away with it. Kwame Brown challenged as well by Phil Jackson. Jackson saying that he only plays when his number is called, and he needs to do a little bit more than that.
To be a good NBA player, you've got to play all the time. Can't depend on who you're playing against.
Yeah, Walter Herman trying to get some spacing. And an air ball, and Bernie Bickerstaff claiming that his arm was knocked. 10-point game. Kobe Bryant here in the first quarter already with 16 points. 7 of 9.
He is focused. He's not changing his approach either way. He is focused tonight, and he's taking it upon himself to determine this game.
Gerald Wallace back down move. Excellent job by Gerald of backing down on Kobe Bryant.
His great success is going to come, Gerald Wallace, is at backing down, taking his time, jumping over the top of Kobe Bryant. Why? Kobe doesn't want to foul.
Smush Parker doesn't want to foul because he wants to stay in the game on the offensive end. Is Luke Walton able to finish?
Luke being that bailout guy and making things happen, you have to be aggressive when you are playing against the Lakers. You have so many guys who can really pick it up. Gerald Wallace done a great job being patient here. Watch him in the post. He takes his time. No double come. He pivots, goes up strong over Kobe Bryant and Kwame Brown. In the last bucket, he does the same thing. He goes right to the basket. This is Gerald Wallace at his best. He has great footwork, great athletic ability. Not many guys can stop him in the league when he gets it going.
At the other end, Kwame Brown getting up and now heading back over to the bench. And Brown with 8 rebounds and 4 points. The foul was on Smush Parker as Jordan Farmore, the rookie out of UCLA, checks in. Of course, his Bruins went to the title game and lost. Just 20 years of age, from Los Angeles. Also on the floor, Andrew Bynum, 19 years of age in his second season out of St. Joseph's High School in New Jersey. Felton's shot doesn't go. Last touch by Walter Herman and his Lakers basketball coming up this Sunday. It is Bobcats Insider, 11:30 a.m. MyTV 12. The plays of the month will be featured. Here's Jordan Farmore. Farmore takes it right to the hole.
Concentrating so much on Kobe Bryant. Luke Walton gets an offensive rebound. Farmer drives it straight down the middle. You can't forget to defend the lane.
Matt Carroll checking in. Shot doesn't go. And the Lakers on top big here early, 30-16. And Kobe Bryant was 16 of the 30. Radovanovic slips. Gerald Wallace led the league in steals last year. Gets one there with the finish.
That's Gerald Wallace at his best in the open court, creating possessions by getting steals.
Has the last 6 for the Bobcats. End of the first quarter. Cutting, Luke Walton. And the first quarter comes to an end with the Los Angeles Lakers on top, 30-18. Kobe Bryant with 16 points. The Bobcats led offensively by Gerald Wallace with 6. Bobcats basketball is brought to you in part by Lowe's. Let's build something together. And during the timeout, Phil Jackson was rung up, got a technical foul. And so Matt Carroll right now at the free throw line, and he will shoot a technical foul shot as Phil Jackson was arguing with Leroy Richardson. And Matt Carroll. And this is what happened, you see. Conversation. And in fact, Phil Jackson saying, hey, listen, move out of this way. Don't come over here.
Obviously, Phil didn't think a 12-point lead in the first quarter was enough.
His 7th season with the Lakers, of course, they were without him for 1 season. Jake Bosco checking in, knocks down the jumper. It was, in fact, Derek Stafford who came over. Sasha Vujacic, along with Farmar, Radovanovic, and Bynum, just 19 years of age. And Maurice Evans, a great pickup in the offseason. Last season played with Detroit. Gerald Wallace on the feed from Raymond Felton, and Wallace has 8 points.
That's Gerald Wallace. Raymond Felton to Gerald Wallace. This will work all night against the Lakers. They're great at getting back in the half court and defending to the three-point line. Not all the way to the basket.
Bobcats with the 7-0 run. And Jake Bosco commits a foul on Evans.
Gerald runs the floor better than anybody in this league, and he goes straight where most people can't go, Matt, and that's to the rim, to the top of the backboard.
You know, over the last 6 games, averaging close to 24 points, just under 9 rebounds, 3.8 steals, 2.2 blocks. He has done everything, and that includes 40-point performance against Washington, a 31-point performance against Boston, 28 at New York. He's really starting to play the way that we saw him play last season when he led the league in steals.
Developing a comfort zone. A lot of time it takes players a while to figure out what they do best. You hear so much about, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to shoot jump shots. No, be what you are. And he's a great attacker. And there aren't many people in this league who can stop Gerald Wallace when he attacks.
Derek Anderson relieving Raymond Felton at the point guard position. Here's Matt Carroll plus the foul. A 4-point play potentially as Matt Carroll goes to the strike.
Matt Carroll does it best. He comes out of screens. He's ready to shoot. As soon as he catches the basketball, as you can see, he is ready to square up and knock down the shot. He gets himself ready coming out of the screen. You go over the top, he fades to the corner. The defender can't get there.
Yeah, Matt Carroll completes a 4-point play, and the Bobcats on a run and a roll. It's a 5-point game. 9-2 to start the second quarter. And a whistle and a foul on Jake Voskuhl as Adam Morrison's going to check back in. Let's send it over to Stephanie Reddy with an update on the veteran point guard out of Stanford, Brevin Knight.
Thanks a lot, Matt. Brevin Knight is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania today. He had surgery earlier, which was successful. Coach Bickerstaff talked to Brevin Knight earlier, said that his spirits were up, but that it will be at least 7 or 8 days before he can do anything. He will stay in Philadelphia tonight so they can monitor him. Likely to be released tomorrow, but still 4 to 6 weeks out, guys.
An abdominal tear. And that's a tough one for Brevin Knight. And certainly when you look at Raymond Felton, you know, for Raymond that means heavy minutes already, averaging 37.2 minutes a game. And Derek Anderson is going to see some time there. Potentially Bernard Robinson will see some time there. Bobcats turn it over. And over the last 5 games, averaging a double-double. Bynum backing down, lays it up and through. Henry,
19 years old. He's a very, very big guy. And Matt Carroll comes right back with the 3.
Matt Carroll has knocked down 2 threes. Started 2 games for the Bobcats, averaged 10 points in those games. Farmar guarded by the veteran Derek Anderson out of Kentucky. Farmar up fake. Anderson closes. Radmanovic loves to shoot the 3. He has struggled since joining the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's Bobcats basketball. And it's a 4-point game. The Los Angeles Lakers led by as many as 14, but the majority of that work done by Kobe Bryant. And this team without Lamar Odom, they don't have that next guy.
Got to have that next guy to take the pressure off. Kobe Bryant, he has a great pace, but can he keep up 16 points per quarter just to keep that distance between the Lakers and the Bobcats?
And a foul on Sasa Vujacic. Yesterday sprained his left ankle in practice. Questions as to whether or not he would play this evening, and he obviously is playing. Vujacic had 7 points in their victory in Orlando. Melvin Eli backing down on Radmanovic. Strong move, and it pops out. And a foul on Radmanovic. How about the player, Gerald Wallace?
He's continuing, Matt. He's going strong to the basket. Doesn't matter if it's big guys or if it's Kobe Bryant. This is Gerald, though, the best guy in the league at getting steals in the open court, goes in for the jam. This is Gerald Wallace, the other asset to his game, the up and over. You don't always get it on the inside, but you can find Gerald in the clouds.
And Gerald Wallace getting some rest right now for the Charlotte Bobcats. On a Wednesday night, had 40 points in the top scoring games in the history of the Charlotte Bobcats. Gerald Wallace has the top 2, and he's involved as well with that Boston performance when he had 31 points. Missed second free throw. Kobe Bryant checking in for the Los Angeles Lakers along with former Adam Morrison teammate in Gonzaga, Ronnie Turioff. Turioff guarding Melvin Ely, and a foul underneath.
Melvin Ely can be, when he's focused and ready to play, you're one of your better post-up guys in this league. He has all the right moves. The footwork is down, the right, the left hand. We saw him last year be a little bit up and down, but Bernie knows how to go to him at particular times. Last few games, you've seen the resurgence of Melvin Ely.
Did not play on a Wednesday night, has played in 18 games, averaging 2.5 points, just 9 minutes of action. 70% from the free throw line on the season. The Bobcats took advantage of the Lakers without Kobe Bryant. 13-4, outscoring the Lakers when Kobe was getting rest.
That's what you want to do. Yeah. When the superstar goes out, you know, your eyes, they light up. And you say, okay, now, guys, we can get back in this game. Bobcats have done it with execution. They've done it with energy. They've done it with steals. Can't give enough credit to Derek Anderson for holding down the fort for Raymond Felton.
And Vujacic knocks down the jumper. It's a 3-point game. Of course, no Lamar Odom. He sprained his right knee ligament. Here's Adam Morrison for 3. And Turioff there with the rebound and quickly gets it to Kobe Bryant, who had 16 in the first quarter on 7 of 10 shooting. Ronnie Turioff thought about it. Passes up on it. Kobe Bryant. It's a 2, counted 18 points.
He creates the space. He gets you, he freezes you with that fundamental pump fake. You have to honor it, and then he's able to shoot right over the top of you. And Bernie says, we're not getting too far behind here. We're bringing Gerald Wallace back in the game.
Matt Carroll drives baseline. Right past Vujacic, saw the opening and a foul. And Carroll will go to the free throw line. And a timeout on the floor. Matt Carroll knew he had a step by Vujacic. Vujacic yelling to Turioff to help. Instead, the foul.
The open play here, Jake Bosco catches it over. Vujacic never rotates back to the play. All of a sudden, Turioff is looking for help on the opposite side, not happy about the backside defense, and is letting Vujacic know about it. But Big Brother steps in. Kobe Bryant, who's learned to be a better teammate, as he, in his own words, and a great leader, says, hey guys, it's just the first half. Help each other out. We're in the game together.
And Kobe Bryant trying to square things up, and look how he grabbed both of them, saying, hey, listen, this is what you need to do. And the tutoring continues, and he's 28 years of age. And, you know, so many people have knocked Kobe Bryant for what he isn't, but what he is a young man that has 3 rings already. Last season set the single season mark in the history of the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the most storied franchises in the history of the game, along with the Celtics, some of the perennial all-stars and greatest players ever. He set the single season point mark last season, scoring better than 2,800 points. And think of the great players that they have had wearing that uniform.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Kobe Bryant has 13 50-point games. That tells you about his ability, but more importantly, his drive. You know, he's a guy, wow, he drills another long jump shot from the right side. But Kobe Bryant, the questions that you had about his character, he's showing you that he has matured. Everybody has to grow up. And Matt Carroll continues the hot streak, comes right back with a jumper of his own.
It's a Philadelphia performance. Matt Carroll, of course, from outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Kobe Bryant played high school ball in Lower Merion. And only one player in the history of southeastern Pennsylvania scored more points than Matt Carroll, and that was Kobe Bryant. Gerald Wallace gets fouled underneath. And the Bobcats have an opportunity to make it a one-point game. The foul line, Turioff.
GW, Gerald Wallace picking up where he left off from Washington. He's going inside. He splits the defenders this time. Turioff and Kobe Bryant on the inside. Kobe's not going to foul. He's in too good a groove offensively here, and he knows that the Lakers, his teammates, they need him. Gerald Wallace recognizing the opportunity, takes advantage, goes to the inside, up over the top.
And Gerald Wallace with 11 points. And Gerald Wallace was 10 of 11 from the free throw line on a Wednesday night, and the Bobcats lead. After that bucket, tied it, and then the free throw, 41-40, jumper, Brian Cook, not what you want, and shot doesn't go. Bobcats have outscored the Lakers 23-10 here in the second quarter. Anderson on the repost, Gerald Wallace. Shot doesn't go, tapped out, and Andrew Bynum gets it to Smush Parker along with Cook. Evans and Kobe Bryant wants it. He's 9-13 from the field, 10 of 14. And you talked about limiting his touches. How do you limit that?
Have to extend your defense. He's one guy that you find every single time. It's almost like a one-on-one matchup where you're face guarding Kobe Bryant. Everybody else can touch the ball, not him.
Has the last 7 for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Derek Anderson, which begs the question when you look out on this floor and you say, well, you have to get your teammates more involved and you have to do this and you have to do that. As Parker takes it right to the rim, if you're Kobe Bryant, you understand that you can cure all the ills with your offensive game.
You can, but you know exactly what you have to do. You know you're going to be the focus of everything if you're Kobe Bryant, and he's doing the right thing. He's keeping the attention. He's using it to his advantage, allowing his teammates also to get involved.
Welcome back to Charlotte Bobcats Arena. I will be joined by Sean May in a moment. Here he is. Thank you so much, Sean, for coming over. Just to give the fans at home a quick update. What happened with the ankle? We thought you were going to go tonight.
Just this morning during shoot-around, I was a little sore, tightened up on me a little bit. And with the back-to-back coming up tomorrow against Indiana, we just felt maybe wait out today, and then hopefully another day will help me, and I'll be able to go tomorrow.
So will we still have to wait and see, or are you definitely going tomorrow in Indiana?
It's still more of a wait and see, but the next 2 games, 2-3 games, I'm definitely going to play soon. It's just right now it's more day-to-day than anything, and just seeing how it feels every day.
All right, well, good luck. I hope you can come through tomorrow because I know you're going to be home.
Thank you. I hope so, too.
All right, Matt.
All right, thank you very much. He's been out for the last 5 games. Injured on a Saturday night against Boston after producing a career-high night against Orlando, 32 points, and his string of 8 games leading into that Saturday night game against Boston. He was absolutely sensational. Carroll has it stripped away by Luke Walton. Walton along with Bynum, Cook, Bryant, and Parker. Carroll, Felton, Wallace, Okafor, and Eli on the floor for Bernie Bickerstaff. Bynum kick out. Here's Bryant making his move. Finger roll, spills out. And Melvin Eli with a rebound.
That's still too easy for Kobe Bryant. He's able to get to the basket in the lane, and he's also to get jump shots whenever he wants to, wherever on the floor.
Great cut by Raymond Felton. Do you enjoy the excitement of Bobcats basketball? Then give me 5 with our newest ticket mini plan, Bobcats Give Me 5 packs. Choose from 2 foursomes of great games. Check this out, one featuring LeBron and the Cavs, the other Dwayne Wade and the Heat, and you get the Bobcats final home game against the Knicks for absolutely free. Henry, it's such a deal. Give Me 5 packs start as low as $40. For more information, call 704-BOBCATS. 704-BOBCATS as Adam Morrison checks in for a very productive Matt Carroll. Matt Carroll, 13 points in 7 minutes on 4 of 5 shooting.
Those are great numbers. He and Adam Morrison switched up tonight. Matt's been starting the last couple of games. Adam Morrison started, gotten off to a decent start. Matt came off the bench, gave you 13 good points.
Pushing it is Parker, picked up by Felton. Wallace with the tough task of guarding Kobe Bryant. Bryant has taken 15 of his team's 36 shots. There's a 16th shot, and it doesn't go into Morrison. Quickly ahead to Raymond Felton. Felton had his 3rd 20-point performance of the season on a Wednesday against Washington. Driving high off the window. Excellent job once again. The communication between Gerald and Raymond.
That's 2 plays in a row, Matt, where Raymond's gotten on the inside. He did it once without the basketball, and that time you saw him do it with the basketball.
Kobe cut off underneath. And Kobe Bryant coming up cold now. Although I don't necessarily know if he's ever that cold. He's 10 of 17. He misses last 4. Okafor. And he is fouled by Kwame Brown and Emeka Okafor with that deep post position.
Emeka's so strong on the inside. He posts up very, very low. This is what you have to look at. Watch Emeka here. Now he's posting up on the block. He drops his shoulder and goes to his left hand. This is where Emeka has improved over the summer in his ability and his variety of moves around the basket.
Yeah, Emeka, 14 points, 12 rebounds against Washington, has 6 double-doubles over the last 8 games, 15 on the season. And Okafor tonight with 3 points and 8 rebounds.
You want to give him more than 3 touches, though. Emeka's he's an excellent player all around, rebounding offensively and that type of thing. But to keep him going, Matt, you want to get him at least 12 to 15 touches a game.
Wallace goes for the steal. Okafor comes over the help, gets his 9th rebound off of the miss by Bryant. He's missed his last 5. Morrison the other way, stop and pop. And it doesn't go. Okafor's 10th rebound in the putback. Emeka Okafor active.
He's going after the basketball. When he decides to go get the basketball, in many in the league, you're better offensive rebounder, you're better defensive rebounder. He doesn't have to block shots like you saw in the last play. He just has to affect them.
And Bryant attacks him. And Emeka was deep inside the restricted area. Morrison, nice move. Shot doesn't go, and Emeka mistimes it. Morrison just 1 of 8. Parker. Lakers back up by 1.
It's turned into an up and down game here. You've got to take good shots if you're the Bobcats. Put yourself in position to be able to get back on defense for well. No long jump shots out of the corner. Starts fast breaks every time.
And Gerald Wallace posting up once again. And he finishes.
Emeka Okafor didn't block the shot that time against Kobe Bryant, but he came out and caused Kobe Bryant to shoot it a little higher, which forced the shot to be short. And then on the follow-up at the other end, runs the court, gets the offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah, Emeka Okafor already with those 10 rebounds, 6 in the NBA. And a rebounding. Gerald Wallace, over the last 6 games, 86% from the free throw line. That one doesn't fall. Kobe Bryant just picked up his 2nd. Bobcats lead by 1. Cook gives it to Kobe Bryant. Bryant pulls up, and he is fouled by Gerald. And Bryant in the act will head to the free throw line.
When you're guarding the most potent offensive player in the league, you really don't know what to do. You're thinking, because great defenders are great guessers. You really don't have great defenders per se on the ball, off the ball. They're great guessers. Gary Payton in his heyday being the glove, he's able to anticipate as Kobe Bryant makes the first free throw. He's able to anticipate where he's going to go, and you beat guys to spots. Well, with Kobe Bryant, he can go either left or right. You don't know which spot he's going to go to. So, and he also can do the most dangerous thing, Matt. He can rise up above his defender and shoot over the top, which makes him unguardable. It's called the triple threat position. You can pass, you can shoot, or you can dribble. And Kobe can do them all at the same time.
And when he has help with Lamar Odom, they're extremely dangerous. 4-4 without him. Parker goes for the steal, touches it, and it's out of bounds, and it's Bobcats basketball. The Lakers lead by 1, 51-50, with 2:52 to go here. Bobcats trailed by as many as 14. Lakers on top by 1. And the Charlotte Bobcats looking for their 8th win of the season trail. Treat your family or friends to an exciting night of Bobcats basketball at the next Family Fun Night on Monday, January 1st, when the Bobcats take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. You'll get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 Cokes, and 4 T-shirts. A value of $170 for just $60. Lower level packages are also available. Buy yours at the Arena box office or online at BobcatsBasketball.com. Family Fun Nights are brought to you by Coca-Cola and the Charlotte Observer. Of course, Boston College fans on hand for the Meineke Car Care Bowl tomorrow here in Charlotte at Bank of America Stadium. They'll play the Naval Academy, and the Lakers on top by 51-50 with 2:52 to go. The Bobcats trailing by 14 take advantage of Kobe being out, outscore the Lakers 13-4 during that time. What did they do specifically to get back in it?
Energy, and they extended their defense, and they attacked on the inside. Jake Voskuhl came and did a great job of attacking, knocking down jump shots, wide open shots. They passed the ball. I think everybody got into the flow of the game.
Gerald Wallace is in the flow. Another reason is Gerald Wallace's productivity on the inside.
With Kobe Bryant out, there was no answer. And anytime you have your best offensive player guarding your better defensive player guarding the better offensive player, then you have to take advantage.
Too easy for Smush Parker. Wallace has 15. Here's Adam Morrison, and he traveled. And it's time now for tonight's Lowe's Points in the Paint. Lowe's, let's build something together, and both teams doing what they want in the paint.
Can't be too anxious. Adam Morrison on that last play after the first pass wanted to do something with it. Move the ball around the horn, move the defense, get them lunging at you, and you have an opportunity to penetrate.
Kwame Brown lays it up and through. On the feed from Luke Walton. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Felton on the give from Gerald, and then hands it off to Eli.
3 passes. Anytime you pass the basketball 3 times against a defender, it promotes you to have to help, and when you help, it leaves open the extra pass. Melvin Eli cutting to the basket from Raymond Felton. Great job.
And there's Brian Cook. And Brian Cook drills a shot. Cook with 7 points, and he can shoot from the outside. Cook 35%. From 3 last season, career best 42%. Morrison. Here's Voskuhl jumper. Good. Voskuhl knocks down the shot. Bench of the Bobcats led by Matt Carroll, who's waiting to check back in. They've been superb tonight with 26 points. And the Lakers bench just 8 points. Parker over Felton. And a good job defensively by Raymond Felton, Henry.
Raymond's strong, and Smush Parker isn't going to be able to move Raymond Felton much, and he did move. Great defense by Raymond Felton.
And Adam Morrison, frustrating first half, now 1 of 10. And Luke Walton, averaging a career best 12.1 points a game.
Kobe Bryant, you can accept in the open court, creating opportunities like that. But Luke Walton, you can't have him running the floor, beating your guys down court, getting easy shots.
We'd like to take a quick second to recognize and welcome the newest member of our Bobcats corporate partnership team, Peak Fitness, the official health club of the Charlotte Bobcats. So welcome Peak Fitness, the official health club of the Charlotte Bobcats. Raymond Felton heads to the free throw line. You look back to Wednesday night, he was 7 of 10 from the floor, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, did not force any shot. And of his 22 points, 10 in the paint, 6 from the free throw line, and then the other 6, two threes that he made. He was so efficient offensively because he's really struggled. You go back a couple games ago, just 4 of 15. Over the last 3 games leading up to that game, shooting under 30%.
Thinking too much. Raymond Felton to that point, to Wednesday night, was thinking too much, meaning he was trying to think every play, and you don't have to do it, just play.
Gerald Wallace just playing as he denies Kwame Brown. Bobcats trail by 2. Final shot of the first half. Here's Jake Voskuhl. And the Lakers will get a chance. 3.7. And a foul. And foul on Raymond Felton as he goes down hard. And that is not a scene that the Bobcats want to see because he is the lone point guard on the roster. Brevin Knight expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks, and Raymond retying those shoes.
Everybody cringes when you see Raymond Felton go down. He's had the abdominal issue before. He's had an ankle sprain before.
Lower back last year.
A little bit of numerous things, but especially at the end of quarters there, you hate to see that happen and there's collisions. Nothing good for either team.
Bobcats in the second quarter, 14-22. After shooting just 8 of 27 in the first quarter. And Emeka Okafor is going to check in for Melvin Eli with 1.4 of a second remaining. And a productive first half by Raymond Felton. Felton just picked up his second personal foul. And a 20-second timeout by the Los Angeles Lakers. And Charlotte Bobcats tied at 60. You look at this first half, and for the Bobcats, extremely productive. It's kind of what we talked about at the top of the show, Gerald and Raymond and their ability to tack. Back to Wednesday, they're doing it here, and that's really kind of been the difference, you think?
That's been the big difference, because in the beginning of the game, you had Kobe Bryant, and he was really taking advantage of every opportunity. Now, Raymond Felton and Gerald Wallace said, let's go back to what's working Wednesday night. All of a sudden, they don't settle for jump shots. Gerald's only taken one. He didn't take any more. Raymond Felton hadn't settled for any. He's actually the only jump shot Raymond's taken have been wide open, which are good shots for him. So they're doing exactly what Bernie wants them to do, create opportunities by getting in the paint.
Kobe Bryant already with 27 points. And 1 second, they're going to reset the clock. 27 of his team, 60 points. And 1 second is more than enough time, as any Bobcat fan knows. Even 0.1 is enough time.
Yeah, Kobe going to the corner, and they can lob it over, and he's going to try to get it off.
And Gerald Wallace got a piece of it, and Kobe Bryant loses the handle, and the Charlotte Bobcats tied at 60 after trailing by 14 in the first half. Kobe Bryant, 27 points, meeting up with the desire of Gerald Wallace with 15 and Matt Carroll with 13 off of the bench. When we return, Gary Williams and Stephanie Reddy from the backcourt here at Charlotte Bobcats Arena. Welcome back. It is moments away from the start of the third quarter, tied at 60. And time now for the halftime stats presented by the Mortgage and Refinance Specialists of the Richard Toccato Companies. And Lakers shooting 55% from the field. Free throws, Bobcats plus 13 in attempts.
Done a great job, Bobcats, of getting to the free throw line with 18 first half attempts. The Lakers didn't shoot as many. Why? Because Kobe Bryant was making all of his shots, 27 first half points. The shooting percentage is a little high. I'd say very high for the Los Angeles Lakers, 55%. You definitely want to hold your opponent to down in the 40s. You think that this half coming out with the score tied 60-60, the Bobcats are going to do some different things against Kobe Bryant. You cannot continue, Matt, to allow him to catch the ball anywhere he wants to on the floor.
All right, let's send it over to Stephanie Reddy. Steph?
Thanks a lot, Matt. I'm here with Bobcats assistant coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach, what sort of adjustments will we see in the second half?
Well, we got to do a better job on Kobe. I mean, he's really hurting us. We're going to have to do a lot of different things. We're going to trap him more, try to get the basketball out of his hand. He's really the only one who's scoring. So we got to make those other guys make plays.
All right, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Matt?
All right, thank you very much, Stephanie, and assistant coach J.B. Bickerstaff. A lot easier said than done trying to get the ball out of Kobe Bryant's hands. 11 of 19 in the first half, led the way 27 points.
It's nice to sit over here and say what you should do, and you're out on the court facing this monster.
Gerald Wallace plus the foul. And that is a way to slow him down. Is to go at him on the defensive end, and that is his third.
It's a great play in the third quarter most of the time because teams are not ready. They're just coming out of halftime. They're thinking about what they're going to do. And you explode in as Gerald Wallace did, lob the ball right up to the rim, and he goes and gets it for a score.
Spills out, and Gerald gets his own rebound. Gerald attacking, and he'll go back to the line. You know, when he doesn't settle for jumpers, he becomes
just that much better of a player.
Becomes an unstoppable force. Kobe does it in so many different ways from an athletic standpoint just because he's better gifted than most people. Gerald does it in explosive ways. When he focuses in and does what he does best is he has a knack for the basketball, something you can't teach. That's what Sean May has, good hands around the basket. And he also, Gerald Wallace, has that athletic ability to be able to out-jump players, make plays when there doesn't seem to be any, and as a result gets himself easy opportunities going to the free throw line.
Gerald Wallace got off to a slow start. Of course, led the Bobcats in scoring last season, played in 55 games. Averaged a career best 15.2 points a game, but he went down hard, fouled by Danny Granger. First game of the season as Luke Walton knocks down the jumper. And then got knocked above the right eye, had stitches in Oklahoma City. But he's now, just over the last 7 games, has really emerged. Here's Emeka Okafor. Okafor down low, nice move, can't finish. Morrison gets it back. Fresh shot clock. Looking for Emeka, and it's knocked out of bounds. What happened, Henry?
That's an awkward play by Emeka. He went up with the right hand, jumped off the wrong foot because he was so close to the basket. But that was a great play for the post. He had it the first time, threw it back out to Raymond. Raymond didn't settle for the jump shot, allowed Emeka to repost, threw it back inside for an easy layup. He missed it, but it was a good opportunity.
Felton 8 points in the first half. Minute into the third quarter, and the Bobcats up by 2. They led by as many as 4 in the second quarter. Spin move, Gerald. And Wallace, remember last season when he put up those big numbers, he was playing out of position at the power forward. And now grabbing his left bicep. And a foul on Adam Morrison, and you see Gerald. And Adam just picked up his third.
Gerald got hit by Kwame Brown on the last play on the inside because instead of going over the top, he tried to give a scoop shot, and it allowed Kwame to come down on his shoulder.
Kobe underneath. Here's Kwame Brown. Wave it off. Offensive foul on Kwame Brown. And Kwame Brown, 6 points and 11 rebounds tonight. And so Brown picks up the foul, and that is his third.
That's a great rotating move by Emeka Okafor. He never was out of the play. Even on the pick and roll, he rotated to the inside, picked up his man Kwame Brown, stayed with him. Kwame pushed off, and then he scored.
Felton with the jumper using the screen set by Primo Brezic.
It's a good play for Raymond Felton. It's not a good play when you come down, just take a jump shot. But when you have the defense back on their heels like Raymond Felton did, that's a good jump shot.
10 points tonight for Raymond. Bobcats up by 4, matching their largest lead. Kwame Brown's shot doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. That's his 12th. 2 minutes in now to the third quarter. Luke Walton, watch out. Dangerous from 3. Puts it on the floor. Bryant over Okafor. And the shot doesn't fall, and Wallace is there for the rebound.
You like that if Emeka switches out on Kobe and Kobe takes threes. You'll take that all night long.
Here's Adam Morrison for 3. And Adam just 1 of 11 now from the field. Bryant turns the corner. Finds a wide open Parker. And it doesn't go, and Morrison with the rebound. I mean, what more can you ask from Kobe Bryant? When you drive all the attention, you're wide open, and his teammates unable to deliver. Bobcats by 4. Here's Felton for 3. Bernie Bickerstaff screaming out, keep playing, keep playing.
Don't let the shots dictate how you play.
Kobe Bryant driving, lays it up and through. What a move by Kobe Bryant. With all the attention and all the jerseys around him in the Bobcats.
A lot of guys in this league can score, but not many guys can score in a variety of ways that Kobe does. He goes sometimes as if to have eyes in the back of his head.
Brian Cook. And Brian Cook knocks down that mid-range. And now tied at 66, and a timeout taken by Bernie Bickerstaff with 8:31 to go in the third quarter. Kobe Bryant with 29 points. Most complete player in the game. Maybe. Close to 20,000 this evening here at Charlotte Bobcats Arena, largest ever crowd. I mentioned, is Kobe Bryant the most complete player right now in the game? But certainly there are others. Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James, Steve Nash, Kevin Garnett. He'll be in town on Monday, possibly still there in that class.
He's fading. He's fading there just because he needs to really get some wins under his belt, some more playoff experience. But that list that you mentioned, those are your top. That's the cream of the crop. Those top 5.
And Felton for 3. Shot doesn't go. Raymond Felton trying to get that 3 to fall, and he's 3 of 11. Bryant cut off, double comes hard and spins end line, has 31 points. What a move by Kobe Bryant. Went away from the double.
That's footwork. You can't teach that, Matt. Athletic ability combined with the fundamentals of the game and footwork, you get exactly what you saw, an unstoppable move.
6-0 run by the Lakers. Morrison. Runner doesn't go, and Adam having an off night. 1 of 12 backcourt for the Bobcats have made just 4 shots, Henry. Foul at the other end. 4 of 23, the starting backcourt for the Bobcats.
Shot selection. The last 2 shots by Raymond Felton have been contested 3-pointers. That does what? It starts fast breaks. You look at the last play by Adam Morrison. Wasn't sure what to do, so he puts the ball on the floor in a crowd. Doesn't make the extra pass. You have to make passes against the defense. Do what you did in the beginning of the game when you're the Charlotte Bobcats. That creates opportunity. Because when you really look at the score, 68-66, Kobe Bryant, he has 31 points. Well, and you're only down 2 points. So it tells you that there's one guy that you have to contend with. Now figure out a way to stop this guy.
Kwame Brown at the free throw line. Okafor, Felton, Vasco, Wallace, and Morrison. Here's Morrison. Entry pass stolen away by Walton. Brian Cook. And Okafor with the rebound. Lakers by 2. Felton turns the corner on Parker, stripped of the ball, and it's Bobcats ball.
It's first play, though, Matt. That's the first possession, first play within 6, 7, 8 seconds. If you're Raymond Felton, get to a side, declare a side, get your pick and roll, but get into it and get the ball to the opposite side. Get it back, and then drive down the lane.
And Kobe Bryant just picked up his 4th, and that is extremely significant for the Los Angeles Lakers because he has 31 of the Lakers' 68 points.
It's exactly the guy you want to attack. If he's guarding Gerald Wallace is not in the yet. G-Force is in the game. If he's guarding him, you throw it into him, make Kobe Bryant play
Technical
defense.
Foul on Derek Stafford, blowing the whistle. And Adam Morrison was in the midst of shooting a free throw.
They appear to have a conversation, and obviously Kobe Bryant said something that Derek Stafford just didn't like, teed him up.
And Derek Stafford earlier teed up Phil Jackson as Derek went in to have a conversation with Kobe Bryant. And so Morrison shoots a technical foul shot. He has 3 points, and now he'll attempt those 2. He was at the line in the midst of his shooting motion, and then all of a sudden, the technical called on Kobe Bryant. And that is the 4th. Now Kobe Bryant and Bernie Bickerstaff, looks over here, says how many on him? 4, and that is significant. Why? Because you just want to keep going after him.
Exactly. There's no play. Wherever Kobe Bryant is, that is the play. That's the play you're going to run.
Bobcats by 1. And a foul underneath, and a foul's going to be charged to Jake Voskuhl as Luke Walton was driving.
Luke Walton gets lost in all the hoopla in LA because he's really a very, very good basketball player, fundamentally sound, does all the right things, can knock down the open shot, which makes him a great asset.
Kobe Bryant, shot blocked by Okafor. Walton in a crowd underneath. Second chance for the Lakers. Kwame Brown hammered by Voskuhl, and that is a fourth on Jake Voskuhl. 1 tick remaining on the shot clock. Take a look at tonight's CPI security systems protecting the paint. Emeka Okafor on the denial. And at the free throw line is Kwame Brown. Brown, a 41% free throw shooter.
You have to take the hard foul. Great foul by Jake Voskuhl not to give up an easy dunk for Kwame Brown.
You know, Bobcats are in this game right now. One of the reasons why free throw differential. They are 19 of 24. The Lakers are 6 of 8. And Kwame Brown, rare sighting at the free throw line. Gerald Wallace can't finish. Wow. Lakers by 1 and a turnover.
Gerald Wallace was at the top of the shot clock on that play. That's a great lob by Raymond Felton in half court. Got to put that down, G4.
Okafor. Emeka Okafor working on a double-double, has 8 points and 12 rebounds. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant with 33, trying to get Gerald to bite on the up fake, and he didn't.
A scorer's mentality. They do it in a lot of different ways.
Including Gerald Wallace, and he's wide open. Kobe Bryant playing with 4 personal fouls. Got no help on the backside, and Gerald with 21 points. Kwame Brown denied by Okafor. Here's Brian Cook. Cook finds Parker. Crossover, left hand, no. Brown, a third opportunity for the Lakers, and a foul on Adam Morrison.
Where you have to have your second guy rotating down from. When Emeka Okafor goes for the block shot, you have to have the opposite guy rotate. Emeka does a great job, keeps his feet, keeps his balance, blocks the shot, and the ball goes back to the Lakers. Emeka did a great job there. Anytime the shot blocker goes out, Matt, there has to be the opposite wing guys dropping down to protect your big guy.
Kwame Brown gets a roll as Matt Carroll's going to check in for the Bobcats, and Adam Morrison leaves. Morrison with 4 personal fouls and 15 rebounds tonight for Kwame Brown. He averages 6.2. And a challenge by Phil Jackson working. In his second season with the Lakers, 6th overall in the NBA. Tapped out. And Gerald Wallace able to control. Trapped. Turns it over.
That's an unforced turnover, something you don't want. You're right in this game, and Kobe Bryant's on the bench. You want to take advantage of every opportunity.
Last time Kobe Bryant was on the bench, Bobcats outscored him 13-4. Kwame Brown underneath. And a 3-second violation charged to Brian Cook.
The Lakers are frustrated now simply because they don't have their go-to guy. Kobe Bryant, he isn't on the court. He does everything for the Lakers. He makes it all go. And if you're the Bobcats, you recognize that, and you go inside again because they have nobody who can defend. And on the offensive end, you can stretch your defense because they don't have one guy who can break you down.
4:50 to go here in the third quarter. Bobcats and the Lakers tied at 73. Cutting, Wallace has it knocked away. Parker pulls up over Felton, and he drills his shot, and the Lakers up by 2. This is a Lakers team that Does not have any other player in double digits outside of Kobe Bryant with those 33. Gerald skip pass. Raymond trying to hit that three. Got it. And it missed two earlier in the third.
The pass out of the double team is going to be so important for Gerald Wallace because he gets closer to that basket. Phil Jackson's going to send a man to help. His pass out is going to be so important.
Walton runner not there, and Okafor is able to collect the rebound. That's his 13th of the night. Maurice Evans on the floor for the Lakers. And Raymond, shot doesn't go. Knocked out of bounds.
Here's Raymond Felton, Gerald Wallace with the ball here. Anytime he penetrates, they're going to send a man. He goes, he comes, you see everybody. There's the skip pass all the way over. Raymond Felton wide open for a wide open three.
Bobcats tonight 3 of 11 from three-point range. And that was a big three to give them a 1-point advantage. Here's Matt Carroll. Back-to-back threes for the Bobcats, and Carroll with 16 points off of the bench has been huge. 5 of 6 in 10 minutes of action.
One of your better catch and shoot players in this league. Matt does a great job of being ready to play and ready to shoot.
And Felton with the foul at the other end. And you have talked about this before with Matt Carroll as a shooter. Now, he is somebody that is prepared as soon as he gets the ball to fire.
You can't teach it. It's footwork and it's mentality. And the guy I compare him to is a former Charlotte guy, and that's Dale Curry. Dale was one of the best at getting his feet set, so when the ball arrived, he was already ready to shoot. And that's Matt Carroll. Whether he starts or whether he comes off the bench, as you see tonight, 16 points off the bench for that big advantage for the Bobcats. 27 points off the bench to 8 for the Lakers. So Matt does a great job of coming in, ready to play, and doing his job.
Slowed by that right elbow injury. That's why he wears the sleeve. Missed a couple of games, but came back and lit up with double figures. And Carroll on the season averaging 7.6 points a game. Last season he averaged 7.6 points a game. He has scored in double figures now 4 of the last 6 games. Melvin Ely. And Melvin has it swatted away, and now a foul's going to be charged to Matt Carroll as Evans tries to dribble drive past him.
You throw the ball away from the defense. You never throw it toward the defense. That's Melvin Ely had the bat. He was posting up on the inside, and an inadvertent pass directly to the defense allowed him to steal the basketball.
Yeah, bonus situation, and here's Evans at the free throw line in his 4th season out of Texas. Played last year in Detroit, averaged just 14 minutes a game. This season, 18.7 minutes a game, but a good pickup for the Lakers for a guy to come in off of the bench.
You need your defender off the bench. You need a strong guy, a guy who can contribute and really get into the jersey of the other player. And they think Maurice Evans could be that player.
And remember, they lost Devin George, a great pickup by the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks gave him a 2-year deal. Melvin down low on the block, guarded by Kwame Brown. Double comes, passes out of the double, and Carroll. Great job by Melvin Ely. And Matt Carroll drills the 3. Bobcats, this is their largest lead. It's at 5. Back down move. Evans fading. Tough shot and a foul. And the foul charged to Matt Carroll. That is his 2nd, Henry.
I have not seen Maurice Evans make enough of those shots to where you have to foul him on a first pass fadeaway. That's a bad foul. I hope it doesn't stop the momentum of the Charlotte Bobcats. You've done a great job so far, Matt, of knocking down the open threes.
Bobcats by 5. Their largest lead.
Raymond Felton has the ball up top here, and all of a sudden he passes over here to Matt Carroll, the shooter. You have to play him, get your spacing. Bobcats have their triangle of their own. He throws it on the inside. You have to honor Melvin Ely here because of his post-up game. You come over to double, and now all of a sudden Melvin makes his move, throws it back out to a wide-open Carroll for a wide-open 3-point shot.
And that is absolutely a beautiful shot and a great job by Melvin Ely, who has improved passing the basketball. out of the double team.
Passing out of the double team is one of the most underrated basketball thoughts of the game, because if that ball doesn't come out right, it's going to mess up everything that you're trying to do. It's a great play by Gerald Wallace, great play by Melvin Eli of passing to the open guy. A lot of times, Matt, out of the double, most guys want to throw it completely to the other side of the court. Find your open guy, and sometimes it's on the same side as the post-up guy.
Evans at the free throw line, and Bobcats bench 30 points. The Lakers now 9 points as Gerald will get some rest. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 9 of 16 shooting. Carroll, Derek Anderson, Felton, Eli, and Voskuhl on the floor for Bernie Bickerstaff. Andrew Bynum, Vladimir Radovanovic, Walton, Farmar, and Evans on the floor for Phil Jackson. They need more out of Vladimir Radovanovic than what they've gotten thus far. Melvin Eli's shot doesn't go. Radovanovic doesn't come away with it. Walton does, and here's Evans. Entry pass. Andrew Bynum. Bynum, shot doesn't go, and Carroll is there. Andrew Bynum averaging a career high 7.5 points a game at 13 against Orlando. 8 minutes tonight. Voskuhl wide open jumper. He can get that. That time it doesn't go.
That's okay, though. Raymond did the right thing by getting deep in the paint, drawing the defense. That's Jake's shot, the 17-footer.
Radovanovic is fouled. Vladimir Radovanovic in Seattle with Nate McMillan. And it really started to sparkle a little bit. And then Nate McMillan moved on to Portland. Of course, remember, he had Ray Allen there. And Rashard Lewis, they loved to post up Rashard Lewis, and what did that do? That left him open around the perimeter, and then he went to Los Angeles with the Clippers, could spread the floor, knock down the shot, but he just hasn't fit in, Henry, in LA yet.
Trying to find his makeup. You're not going to shoot a ton of threes for Phil Jackson. It comes in the flow of the game, and it's usually dependent upon your superstar. Kobe Bryant has to draw so much of the attention, and some nights he's going to have it going. There won't be any defense for him, so there won't be many passes. Radovanovic is a good player, had a great time in Seattle, not so great in the LA Clippers. However, now he's trying to find his mark, and that's just a three-point shooter.
Averaged 9.8 points a game last season and shot 39% from 3. 1 point game. Melvin on the block. Melvin has his shot blocked, gets his, and has it taken away. Radovanovic some close. Evans with the left hand. Walton, no. Carroll comes away with it. Anderson drives. Matt Carroll catch and shoot again. Shot doesn't go, too strong. Leak out. Felton is able to snare it. And a poor decision by Radovanovic in a 1 point game.
You want to get control of the basketball and you want to score. Remember, Kobe Bryant is on the bench and it's still a 1 point game. You have to take advantage when he is not on the floor. You know when he comes back, he is your kill guy. He goes every play all out to take your heart out, and you have to take advantage when he's not on the floor.
Bobcats by 1. LA started 14 of 22. Since that time, they're 18 of 42. Felton fouled by Farmar, and the shot pops out, and Raymond will head to the free throw line. Raymond 13 points tonight on 4 of 13 shooting.
You know, Raymond's going to be a very good point guard in this league as soon as he realizes one thing: he can't do it on every single play. You know, he wants to do it. He wants to do it for his team. He has the tools to do it. As soon as he learns how to pick his spots, as he makes the free throw there, Matt, as soon as he learns how to pick his spots, you're going to really see the emergence of a Raymond Felton. Well, he's not bad. I mean, my guy Steve Nash potentially, and Raymond's my guy. You know, Raymond has so many nicknames. Ray. You know, he told me the other night about Ray. Nobody calls him Raymond. But to be in the class with the Steve Nash, that's saying something about where this young kid is headed.
That's over the last 5 games. The only 2 guards averaging a double-double. Remember, Chris Paul has been injured, and a whistle on a foul underneath. I think the big thing for Raymond is just that development, as you talked about, but the understanding of when to pick this spot, when to get into the lane, and shot selection. 38% shooter right now, and he has that ability to be a better shooter than that. And a lot of that also you have to understand is that Raymond, up until this last stretch of 2 weeks, hasn't played solely at the point guard position yet as a professional. And I think that is huge in the development of Raymond, is that he has spent the majority of his time as an NBA player playing a position that he never played before, and that is a shooting guard. Now he's getting that chance with Brevin Knight out 4 to 6 weeks to be a point guard exclusively as Voskuhl knocks down the shot. Agreed? Disagree?
I agree with you. Also, let's point out this. Raymond Felton won a state championship in high school.
Two of them.
Won a national championship in college. That creates the takeover mode as an athlete. So now when you come into the NBA, it doesn't matter where you play. When the game is on the line or your teammate needs you, you already have that winner's attitude. You try to do it. The only thing in the NBA, you got to learn how to do it.
Shot clock down to 2. Game clock down to 4. And Voskuhl commits a foul, and Jake Voskuhl picks up his 5th foul of the night. And the Bobcats lead by 3.
And why is that so hard? In high school, you have some of the top players around the country. In college, you have the best players around the country. In NBA, you have the best players that were in college. So the talent continues to get better.
And in the world.
And in the world, yeah, exactly. So it gets better and better, so it's not as easy. And you have to develop once you get to the NBA, because everybody out here has been a McDonald's All-American. Everybody's been an All-Star. Everybody has all the accolades. You have to do something that separates yourself from the cream of the crop.
Voskuhl checks out. Here's Morrison. And the third quarter comes to an end, and it's a one-point game with the Charlotte Bobcats on top, 86-85. We head to the fourth. Bobcats by 1, 86-85. You look at Gerald Wallace against Washington, 30 points in the paint, 30 of his 40 points. The other 10 earned at the free throw line. Tonight, 14 in the paint. For Raymond Felton, 10 of his 22 in the paint. Tonight, 2 of his 15. Bynum. Here's Sasha Vujacic. And the Lakers back up by 1. Kobe Bryant on the floor. Bynum, Evans, Radovanovic, and Vujacic. Anderson, Wallace, Carroll, Okafor, and Felton on the floor for the Bobcats. Shot clock at 6. Radovanovic now guarding Wallace. And the help comes from Bynum, and he gets the block. Here's Kobe Bryant for 3. Shot doesn't go. Vujacic, long rebound, Henry.
No second shots. Kobe Bryant only gets 1 at it. He wants to shoot 30-footers. You have to take what he gives, but you can't give him second shots.
And Radovanovic, shot doesn't go. And Okafor is there. And Mecca Okafor, 14 rebounds tonight.
Mecca's been great on the boards tonight. He hadn't had many touches or opportunities on the inside because Gerald Wallace is doing a great job attacking the rim.
And prior to that, Gerald Wallace did travel, and he turns it over, and the Bobcats failing by 1 after the Vujacic jumper.
Know where you are on the floor. Gerald Wallace that time caught the basketball. He never knew exactly where he was in relation to the rim or his defenders. They're coming from everywhere because of his success and 14 points in the lane. Be ready to pass out of the double team.
Kobe Bryant driving, plus the foul. Kobe Bryant, 16 in the first quarter, 11 in the second, and 6 in the third. His first 2 of the fourth.
He gets in that lane better than anybody, and he's going to continue to come. You cannot allow him to go down the middle. No trap on the pick and roll, no force one side or the other. Kobe picks his spots. If you let him pick them, this is going to be the result.
And Bryant at the free throw line, he averages 9.2 free throw attempts a game. And he gets one there.
He's something to watch.
And a timeout taken by Bernie Bickerstaff, and the Lakers on top by 4 with 10:31 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Kobe Bryant with 36 points tonight. Bryant. Broadcast tomorrow night from Indiana. You see Jermaine O'Neal, his first game against Charlotte. 20 points, 5 rebounds. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Check it out. I'll be heading out to San Diego, California for the Arizona Cardinals, San Diego Chargers, and the NFL on Fox on Sunday. So,
right, you're a good friend. You're a multitasker.
And you see the bags under my eyes?
You're a multitasker. That takes great. That's a lot of respect for a guy who can do basketball and
like Steve Martin. My good friend Steve Martin. He'll be there tomorrow in Indy. 7-0 run by the Lakers. Last 1:30. Derek Anderson, nice pass to Okafor.
Great play by Derek Anderson. Knew he had Kobe Bryant on him. Kobe isn't going to foul. So what do? You go in the lane all the way until they stop you. Defense comes, you dish off to wide open Emeka Okafor.
Lakers by 2. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Radovanovic posting up, and he traveled. Indecision.
In Europe, that's okay. That play's okay because you get that extra step. And Radovanovic has a problem sometimes on the post for the Lakers. They throw it into him, and he doesn't exactly know what to do when he's not outside that three-point line.
Felton turnover. Here's Maurice Evans, has Kobe Bryant. Bryant fouled by Matt Carroll. And Matt Carroll picks it up, and for Matt, that is his third.
Knowing when to go inside. You talk about Raymond Felton growing. That's a possession right there where you can't force a play that's not there. And you've got to learn when to go and when not to. Very important possession for the Bobcats. You don't want this guy, Kobe Bryant, in an open court situation going one-on-one against Matt Carroll. That's going to have to be a foul. You command a foul. And you put the game's best scorer, one of the game's greats, on the line for easy free throws.
15 to 26 from the field, Henry. And he's perfect from the free throw line. And at Minnesota, he was 10 of 17 from the field, but over the last 3 games, just 16 of 56 until tonight's game. 38 points on the verge of 40. Okafor spin move. A nice move by Emeka. And Okafor with 12 points, 14 rebounds, and his 16th double-double.
Those 2 guys you want to focus on. It's going to be Derek Anderson with his penetrating ability against Kobe Bryant. It's going to be Emeka Okafor with his ability to go against the 19-year-old Andrew Bynum.
Evans' shot doesn't go. Good job by Anderson, and then Carroll of handling Kobe Bryant, forcing him to give up the pass.
Great. That's what you want to do. You want to play to him to his left. He's great going to his left, Kobe Bryant is, but most of the time you're going to have pass outs instead of fouls.
Okafor in the crowd, and Bynum comes down with it. Carroll. Lakers by 2. Felton. Contact, no call, and Kobe Bryant. Kobe gives it up, gets it back. His season high 53 against Houston on December 15th. And the shot goes. And there's nothing Matt Carroll can do there. Single coverage.
When the game's greatest player faces up, you have to run a guy at him because the game is his and the player in front of him doesn't matter. And that time he has too many moves, right hand, left hand, to be able to just face you up and go to the basket, let alone he has 38 points. Therefore, you have to get the basketball out of his hand.
As the last seven, did you say the game's greatest player or one of the game's greatest players?
One of the game's greatest players. tonight's game's greatest player.
Shot clock violation. 94-90. Turnover.
Kobe Bryant is too good. No triangle here. He's all alone in a motion one-on-one offense. It's an isolated play. He has the fake reverse. He goes right into his shot, right over the top of Matt Carroll. There's no defense for great offense like that.
Kobe Bryant with 40 points tonight. 40 of his team's 94. And an offensive foul on Andrew Bynum. And Gerald Wallace staring him down, and Derek Stafford doing a great job of racing over there.
Gerald's done a great job of measuring Kobe and sending him left. Andrew Bynum gives him that little extra shoulder, and that's what Gerald Wallace was complaining and so upset about after the call, because that was an offensive call. Offensive foul by Andrew Bynum. Illegal screen.
Lakers by 4, 7:23 to go. Lakers, this is their sixth game of a six-game road trip. They head home, and Philadelphia is their next game. Bobcats tomorrow night, Indiana. Coming off of a tough loss against Washington and a turnover.
That's a difficult play to make because Kobe Bryant is trailing the shooter, which means Matt Carroll's going to curl. Anytime if you go over the top, that's a fade. You have to throw the ball away from the defense. That possession could come back to haunt the Bobcats.
15 turnovers. Bobcats basketball brought to you in part by Advance Auto Parts. For the best parts, people, and prices, we're ready in advance. Advance Auto Parts. Kobe Bryant with 40 points, and for the fifth time this season, he has scored 40 or more. And it's a 4-point game. Kobe at 35 last season against the Bobcats, averaged 32 in his career against the Charlotte Bobcats, shooting 45%. And you see his score by quarter. And Bobcats here in the fourth quarter have made just 2 field goals, both from Emeka Okafor. Bynum. Kobe Bryant gets spacing, shot clock down, spills out.
It's a great play by Gerald Wallace to really contest and not get in and put himself in a foul position, and Kobe Bryant just missed a wide open shot.
Raymond Felton. Good things happen when Felton gets in the lane.
Has to pick his spots. That's a great time to pick his spot because Smush Parker went for the steal. Now you know you have the advantage going on the inside, and you attack until they come, and you find your open guy.
He has a double-double, 15 points, 10 assists. Kobe Bryant trying to pick his spot, and the shot doesn't go. He's missed his last 2. Bobcats in a 2-point game nearing the 6-minute mark at home against the Lakers. Gerald. 23 points for Gerald Wallace.
It's a great play for Gerald because Kobe Bryant was in front of him. You know Kobe is not going to foul you. He can't afford to. His team needs him on the floor. You can go to the basket against him every time.
Kobe with 4 personal fouls. Shot clock under 10. Here's Kobe Bryant up fake. Gets Okafor to fly by. He's missed now 3 consecutive shots. Bobcats their last win at home against Utah, 101-89. Utah, one of the best teams in the West, with a record of 21-9. Shot clock down to 3. Felton has to shoot. Doesn't go, and Bynum with the rebound. A big rebound for Andrew Bynum. That's his 6th. Evans. Here's Radovanovic. And that is Vladimir Radmanovic's shot. And unable to get it to fall. And a timeout taken by Bernie Bickerstaff, and the Bobcats tied at 94. 4:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Tied at 94 with 4:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kobe Bryant started Henry 10 of 14, and since that time just 6 of 16. Keyshawn Johnson in attendance tonight, and understandably so. Next game for them, of course, against New Orleans.
Trying to keep those playoff hopes alive.
Well, everybody in the NFC pretty much can keep their hopes alive into this weekend. At least 5 of them. And here we are on camera thinking about tonight's game and where we currently reside. And, you know, Bobcats have done a great job trying to get back into this one and getting back into it. What do they need to do down the stretch? 4:42.
You got to take advantage of every possession. I don't think you can take a possession off now. Turnovers are going to be a key. Kobe Bryant is always going to be a key, because wherever he is on the floor, you've got to pay attention. Offensively, take the ball out of his hands. Defensively, attack him every single time. He's going to take the shots as he's done the last 3 times. You have to be ready for it and give the Lakers only one.
Kobe Bryant with 40, 16 of 30 shooting, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Bobcats 43%. Lakers 46.7% from the field. Shot blocked by Evans. Walton, contested shot, and Felton with a rebound.
It's a great play by Okafor in the middle again. Doesn't block the shot, but he affects it.
Nearing the 4-minute mark. And Jake Voskuhl, Walton closes on him. And a foul is going to be charged to Jake Voskuhl. And that's going to be it for Jake Voskuhl. Voskuhl fouls out after 20 minutes of action. 8 points, 6 rebounds with a solid job out of the veteran.
That's unfortunate. Jake was having a good game, a solid game against the Lakers with his energy. And also, Jake's 6'11". That also helps on the inside. When you rotate on defense from a 6'8" guy to a 6'11" guy, that's a big difference on the defensive end. The Bobcats will miss Jake's energy, but more importantly, his defensive effectiveness.
Adam Morrison checking in for Jake Voskuhl. Lakers are 1 for their last 8. And Bryant's missed 3 in a row. Looking to post up. Wallace guarding him. Spins end line, fading short corner, good. 42 points for Kobe Bryant. That matches an opponent high against the Bobcats this season. Member Peja Stojakovic in Oklahoma City on November 14th at 42. Kobe has the last 9 for the Lakers. Morrison delivers to Wallace, and they switch off with Evans now on Gerald.
The pass out of the double team is so important.
Pass stolen away. Lakers by 2. Gerald looking to tie, and a foul underneath.
Gerald is the only guy you can depend on from an athletic standpoint as well as size to be able to guard Kobe. However, the double team comes from the high side. The smart and the great ones, they know how to elude the double team. As you saw, Kobe Bryant goes to the baseline right over the top of the defense.
Luke Walton and Smush Parker have combined for 20, but Kobe Bryant has led the way with 42. Luke Walton 4 of 8 shooting. Gerald Wallace tonight has been sensational. Coming off of a 40-point performance we talked about at the top of the show, this stretch of 6 games, averaging 23.6 points a game, including 31 at Boston and 28 at New York. But it hasn't only been the points, it's been the rebounds as well, and tonight he has 8.
He's been everything. He does it in so many different ways. Block shots, defense, running the floor, guarding the best player on the other end. He does it all.
Shot clock down. Kobe Bryant for 3. Has the last 10 now for the Lakers. Make it 12. The last 12 for the Lakers.
There's no defense for that when a guy rises up over the top of you 26 feet out and knocks it down.
Gerald calling for it. Evans on the top side. Anderson driving. Wide open 3. No. Anderson hustles. Second look. Carroll attacking, and he's fouled.
Kobe Bryant is so good. He waits, he takes his time, he wants to post up, and then he goes out and gets the basketball when he can't post up. And when a guy's 26 feet from the basket, you get a hand up, and you hope he misses. But he rises up right over the top, knocks down a three-point shot. He's just that good.
And the Lakers on top by 3 with 2:04 to go. And Matt Carroll at the free throw line. And Carroll tonight, 20-point performance. He has been brilliant coming off of the bench. Second leading scorer for the Charlotte Bobcats. Prior to tonight, his season best performance, 16 points, which he had performed on 3 occasions, twice against Detroit and then against Utah. Has 21 points this evening. Kobe Bryant, 47.
When you can dance around the defense and go right up over the top, because your athletic ability allows you to do so, there is no defense for you.
Bobcats 0 for the last 5. Their last field goal at the 5:50 mark. And that was Gerald Wallace, and Wallace is fouled. Here's Kobe.
1 defender. Emeka decides to come. 2 defenders. Carroll comes over. 3 defenders, and he rises right over the top of all 3 and puts it down.
And you take a look at the score by quarter. First and the 4th.
Very interesting. We talked a lot in the pregame about the triangle offense without Lamar Odom, how effective it's going to be and all that. We haven't seen the triangle offense. Phil Jackson has gone to a motion offense that's involved 1 guy, number 24. Give him the basketball and let him decide where to go with it.
And guess what? It's worked. He has 47. It's a 3-point game. Matt Carroll trying to make it a 1-point game, and he does. 23 points for Matt Carroll. Carroll 3 points away from tying his career best performance at 26 against Toronto. They're on their feet. Bryant. Shot doesn't go. Walton. Carroll strips it. And Walton tosses it back up top. Underneath. And a blocking foul. And a blocking foul on Gerald Wallace. And Luke Walton heads to the free throw line with 1:07 to go in the 4th quarter.
Two shots. You can't give the Lakers, or Kobe Bryant, I should say, 2 shots at it. You've got to buckle down on your defense. There's 1 minute and 7 seconds to go in this game. You've got to tighten up on your defense if you're the Bobcats. You've got to eliminate the lane.
Derek Stafford, Bernie Bickerstaff, Raymond Felton having a lengthy conversation, and Derek Stafford blew the whistle. Everybody's turning around looking. And a timeout now, 20-second timeout. And it was a discussion about the timeout. The Lakers on top by 3, 103 to 100, a 20-second timeout. The Bobcats trail by 3. It's Lakers basketball. Where do they go?
Lakers going right to Kobe Bryant every single possession. You have to do that because the Bobcats are preparing for that. They're going to draw all the defensive focus on Kobe Bryant. You're the Bobcats, you're saying, hey, Raymond Felton, we're going to go with a pick and roll up top. But we also want Gerald Wallace to be on the opposite side of where the pick and roll starts so that when the ball is reversed, he's in a one-on-one situation against Maurice Evans or even a Kobe Bryant. You don't want to start throwing the ball to Gerald because all the defense is keyed over. Go away and come back. That's going to be the play out of the timeout.
103-100 for the Bobcats. Plenty of time left.
Oh, plenty of time. This is a minute and 7. You're down 3. There's no need to rush. You don't need a three-point shot here. You have plenty of time. Continue to execute. You're going to get to the foul line because the Lakers have not shown that they can stop Gerald Wallace on the inside. Now, if you're Gerald Wallace, the pass out of the double team becomes even more so important. Matt Carroll's on the floor. He's had a big night. He's 4 of 5 from the three-point line. Raymond Felton has shown he can knock down the 3. Derek Anderson is in the game. You have your outlets or your bailout guys, so to speak. Don't force it. Make a good play.
Bobcats ball. Carroll. Shot doesn't go. Put back good. Matt Carroll. 25 points. Has the last 6 for the Bobcats. Now it's Lakers ball. 103-102. Parker. There's Parker. Oh, Big J. All that concern about Kobe Bryant and Smush Parker with the jumper. 105-102, 46.4 tenths of a second remaining in the fourth.
Use Kobe as your decoy. Smush Parker, the guy's forgotten about, comes off the screen set by who? Kobe Bryant doesn't make the shot, but contributes to the play. Matt Carroll's done everything right tonight, breaks Kobe Bryant down off the dribble. Kobe doesn't want to foul. Matt says, well, didn't score the first time, but I'll go up the second time, follows up his own shot, and makes it happen.
Matt Carroll outscoring the entire bench of the Los Angeles Lakers. He has 25 points. A bench for the Lakers this evening with 16 points. You see the timeout situation remaining for the Lakers as well as for the Charlotte Bobcats. And tonight, what a huge night. Just 1 point shy of his career best performance against Toronto on February 10th of 2006. And Matt Carroll has just played exceptionally well, and it's interesting. It goes back to that conversation he had with Michael Jordan.
Matt comes off screens ready to shoot. He's the quickest shooter in this league. And then he gives you a little herky-jerky and says, hey, I'm not just an outside shooter. I can go to the basket. And then he does what he does so well. Melvin Eli passes out of the double team, finds Matt Carroll for wide open shot. And Matt is one of your better offensive rebounders in this league at 6'6" and an underrated athletic player.
Michael Jordan told him, hey, listen, be aggressive. Do what you do. And that started against the Boston Celtics at 11 points. The next night, 16 against Detroit, 14 against Miami, 16 again against Detroit. He has scored in double figures now. And 4 of the last 7 games, including tonight. And he has just been a big key for the Bobcats in that bench productivity. And remember, no Sean May, and with May and Carroll coming off of the bench, it's a huge plus for the Bobcats. But right now, it's Lakers on top, 105-102.
With the emergence of Matt Carroll and Adam Morrison really, trying to come along and learning as he's growing. Raymond Felton the same way. Gerald Wallace playing so great. You think when Sean May comes back into the lineup, how much better from a maturity standpoint as well as experience that this team is going to be. Now, as good as Matt Carroll has played, as good as Gerald Wallace has played, the Lakers have that one guy, Kobe Bryant, who has a habit of putting the dagger through any team in the last seconds of the game.
And he has done that before against the Bobcats. Gerald Wallace driving. Gerald plus the foul. What a great job by Wallace. And a chance to tie it from the line.
Gerald Wallace at his best. He catches the basketball. He drives straight down the lane, and he forces you to foul him. You don't need a three-point shot. There's too much time on the clock. You go for the easy two with the possibility of getting fouled, and that's exactly what happened.
Okafor with 6 points in the fourth quarter. Carroll with 6, and Wallace with 6. And an opportunity to tie it at the line. And Gerald does. 28 points tonight for Gerald Wallace over the last 6 games, shooting 86% from the free throw line. 105-105.
Big defensive stop here.
Shot clock to 4. Bryant. Shot doesn't go. Evans. And now they're going to hold for the final shot potentially. 105-105. Wallace on Kobe. Bryant with 47. Driving. Lakers ball.
That's an interesting play. Kobe appeared to have a wide open lane, and all of a sudden it closed on him, and it looked like he was going to jam this basketball through. Gerald looked like touched it right at the end. Tough call for anybody.
Okafor rotating over.
Came over to close out. You have to, wherever Kobe Bryant is on the floor, you know you have to close out on him. Make him pass the basketball. He's shown with 47 points. He can score. Make Walton shoot the basketball. See if Maurice Evans can really take on that big responsibility and win the game for you. Don't challenge this guy. He does it all the time.
Bobcats have been down this road before, back in March of 2005 over Keith Bogans to win it.
This is what Kobe does. He rises up over the top. We've seen this tonight, and this is what he does so often, which makes him great. I don't think you put him in a one-on-one situation. It's 3.6. I still take my chance at running the guy at him and making the other guy beat you. He's too good.
Lakers have 2 timeouts remaining. Bobcats do not have a timeout left. 3.6 of a second remaining. Tied at a 105. Lakers led in the first half by as many as 14. The Bobcats have led by as many as 5 here in the second half. Luke Walton to inbound. Okafor guarding the inbounds. Kobe Bryant. Bryant rises. Overtime.
You knew he was going to get it. Gerald did a great job of crowding him, never giving him space. Gerald jumps up vertical. He's allowed that plane. Kobe shoots right over the top and misses a jump shot. It's a great play by Gerald Wallace. Didn't go for the fake, Matt. Didn't go inside. He went vertical out. The referees know it. They're going to allow him to do that. Kobe Bryant with 3.6. Only had time to take a jump shot. Great defense by the Bobcats.
Bobcats this season 1-2 in overtime. The Lakers are 1-1. Overtime here at Charlotte Bobcats Arena, tied at 105 apiece. And at the end of the game, you know, for the Bobcats, as you said, Gerald Wallace, what a huge play to not go in, but to go straight up.
Straight up. The great disciplined defenders, they learn how to play great defense, and that's what Gerald Wallace did on that last play. He knew Kobe Bryant. He freezes you with the fundamental fake, and everybody has to go for it because he's such a good shooter. But Gerald didn't go for it. Went straight up, stayed in his lane, in his plane, and as a result, Kobe had to take a difficult three-point shot, and it missed.
Bobcats lost in overtime, you may recall. In Boston, Delonte West. They won at San Antonio 95-92 in overtime, and then they lost on the David Lee tap-in in double overtime. And not long ago, just 9 days ago, at New York, 111 to 109. And those are some big wins by the Bobcats this season against some of the elite teams in the NBA. Although New Jersey is faltering as of late. And Los Angeles Lakers, their record 1-1 in overtime this season.
The strategy doesn't change. Kobe Bryant still has 4 fouls. Extra period of play. This is probably not what the Lakers wanted to end this 6-game road trip here, to come in and have to go into an overtime. But Kobe Bryant, not only is he athletic, but he's one of the better, well-conditioned players in this league. But the strategy doesn't change. You go right at Kobe, Gerald Wallace, Raymond Felton. You continue to do what you've had the most success at tonight, and that's penetrating, getting in the lane.
Back on December 15th against Houston at home, they won in double overtime to the Lakers, 112-101, and then they lost the very next night against Washington, 147 to 141, in your type of tempo of a game.
Phoenix Suns tempo, that tempo is electrifying. One that Kobe Bryant strives in, everybody strives in, because it allows you to just run basically and gun.
Jake Voskuhl is fouled out. Morrison and Felton have 4 personal fouls, and Bryant loses the handle. Kobe Bryant with 4 personal fouls. Kwame Brown with 4 personal fouls.
You wonder if, as great as Kobe is, if fatigue, Matt, really starts to catch up, because 9 out of the last 11 possessions, he's done something with the basketball. He's taken the shots.
And remember, on Christmas Day, Felton with the runner. 107 to 105 was 3 of 16, playing through flu-like symptoms. Maurice Evans along with Brown, Bryant, Walton, and Parker. Okafor, Anderson, Wallace, Carroll, and Felton on the floor for the Bobcats. And Kobe Bryant is fouled, tripped up by Gerald Wallace. And Gerald picks up his 4th.
Kwame Brown is setting it's not really a full screen. It's a half brush pick is what it is. And you see Kobe pushing Gerald pushing back. That's 2 competitors just going at it, gaining respect for each other. Gerald as a defender, and Kobe, one of the more respected offensive players in this league. Gerald doesn't quit, though. His forte, if you get by him, you better look behind you, because he's coming.
Shot clock at 5. Bryant. Shot doesn't go. Carroll rebound. Bobcats 107 to 105. Shot clock down to 5. Wallace on a post-up. Shot doesn't go as he fades. Not a very solid possession for the Bobcats. And a foul is going to be charged to Matt Carroll when you go back to that last possession.
Every possession in overtime, it's so important. Gerald Wallace did something that we have not seen him do tonight. We know the basketball had to go back to him. He's had the most success. He settled for a jump shot. The Lakers forced him to do something he didn't want to do. Shot clock running down. He still had enough time to get in the lane. Don't settle. Do what the Lakers can't stop. Go to the rim.
Wallace with 28 tonight. Felton has 17. Matt Carroll off of the bench with 25. Underneath, Luke Walton. And nice dish by Parker. And Walton has 14.
With Kobe Bryant, you can do that. Weak side defense. You think, why won't the weak side defense step up? Well, because Kobe Bryant's on that side, and you're going to stay close to him as possible, and it gets rid of all the principles.
And knocked out of bounds by Smush Parker. Bobcats ball, 11 ticks remaining of the shot clock.
It has to be quick, Matt. You cannot waste 3, 4, 5 seconds trying to get in position. Derek Anderson has to throw this ball to Raymond Felton. He has to go immediately into a pick and roll or penetrate. Shot clock's running down.
Carroll on the wing. Shot clock to 3. Matt Carroll. Shot doesn't go. Kobe Bryant with the rebound.
Wasn't a good possession because Gerald Wallace is the guy you wanted to touch it with the shot clock running down so that he can create the offense.
The look underneath, Kwame Brown in traffic. And the Lakers now by 2, and Bernie Bickerstaff uses a timeout. Lakers up 109-107 with 2:26 remaining here in overtime. At Charlotte Bobcats Arena. Kobe Bryant with 47, but Kwame Brown with 11 points and 15 rebounds tonight. Los Angeles Lakers in town for the only visit. And what a game it's been tonight, Henry. 109-107. Standing room only crowd, close to 20,000. Kobe Bryant, 47 points. The Bobcats have responded. Gerald Wallace, 28 points. Matt Carroll, 25, pardon me. And Raymond Felton with 17.
You know, Kobe Bryant is so great. And you've seen it tonight, 47 points. You know, he has 15 50-point performances. Look at the numbers. He seems to have a habit, you know, each year. Look at 06. 50, 51, 81, 51.
81. You can't go over 81. You went over 81 like you did that.
Wow. Yeah, you know, you got to stop right there. That's an amazing night from an amazing
Dallas Mavericks.
Amazing guy. But and you look tonight what the Bobcats have done. They've come out and played hard. The Lakers tradition will get you motivated enough. And, of course, looking at number 24 will do the rest for you. But it's an overtime game, and you look for the Bobcats to really come out and go right back inside to a Gerald Wallace.
You look at the Lakers, and you can see they're holding down the fort without Lamar Odom. They're 500. They need him.
They need him more than you know, like Miami needs Shaquille O'Neal. And those teams, they say, we're going to play 500 basketball until our main guy gets back so that we can really turn on the Jets.
Felton turns on the Jets, finds Okafor, tied at 109. Great job by the Bobcats in that possession. Started with the attack of Felton. Under 2 minutes remaining in overtime. Entry pass knocked out of bounds.
Pick and roll. Raymond Felton here does a great job being patient, getting free throw line extended, explodes off the pick and roll, brings Kwame Brown up, a roll in the Emeka Okafor to the basket for an easy layup.
Okafor tonight, 16 points, 17 rebounds. Here's Kobe Bryant, short on the three. He's played 43 minutes. And sixth game of a 6-game road trip.
Can he be tired? It's possible.
Felton finds Okafor.
Same play. You go back to what's working. You draw the defense in. Raymond Felton was able to turn the corner in the middle of the lane and catch a Kwame Brown helping once again for a wide open Emeka Okafor.
And Kobe Bryant fouled by Gerald Wallace. That is his 5th.
Raymond Felton, same spot, identical, turns the corner. Here comes Kwame, says, I'm not coming. Raymond says, yes, you are. Emeka goes to the basket, dishes off at the right time. And Adam Morrison says, everybody up. Says, enjoy it. Enjoy it while it's lasting. And Kobe Bryant going against Gerald Wallace, two great competitors. And that's just great competition. Kobe Bryant, is he a little tired? I'm sure he is.
Bryant driving. And he'll go to the free throw line. And recognizing that Gerald Wallace had 5, he went right at him. And Gerald Wallace commits the foul. And Matt Carroll is begging Derek Stafford to add a 1 to the 3 to make it 13. But it's going to be Gerald Wallace, and that is a huge loss for the Bobcats with 1:07 to go. Fouls out 28 points, 8 rebounds in 46 minutes. And we talked about him at the top of the show. And he has really set the tone for the Bobcats over the last 6 games, averaging 23.6 points a game. And Gerald fouls out, and here comes Bernard Robinson. He'll check in.
Now, what B-Rob adds is he's always had great games against the Lakers from a defensive standpoint. He's able to match up well, 6'7", really a strong build, able to body Kobe Bryant up. Too bad, unfortunate for Gerald Wallace, nothing to hang his hat on, and another extraordinary performance by Gerald Wallace.
Kobe Bryant tonight from the free throw line hasn't missed.
That's a great matchup. Gerald Wallace, Kobe Bryant going at each other on both ends of the floor.
Kobe Bryant this season, season best 53-point performance against the Rockets. And right now he has 49 points, tied at 111. A minute to go here in overtime. Felton. Raymond Felton, great decisions here in overtime.
Done a great job executing the pick and roll, Matt, because that time Smush says, we're not going to let you go over the top. Raymond says, that's okay. I'll drive it to the baseline.
Kobe Bryant denied by Okafor. And Raymond Felton with 19 points and 13 assists. And the Bobcats lead by 2.
B-Rob's done a great job bodying Kobe up, not letting him get to his sweet spot, forcing him into the defense where Emeka Okafor rules.
Evans ties it.
That was a big shot because Kobe Bryant couldn't get the basketball and there was no bailouts. And Maurice Evans had to make a play.
6 points for Evans. And pick and roll. This time it doesn't go. And it's the Bobcats' turn.
Final shot, you clear out, and you allow Raymond Felton to make the play. He's gotten in the lane all night. Matt Carroll has to rotate up.
4 seconds. Gets it back. Double overtime. The pain and anguish on the face of Bernie Bickerstaff. Disjointed at the end.
Wow, you had the right guy taking the shot, not a jump shot. Smush Parker did a great job deflecting the ball. Raymond got off the best shot he could in the final seconds. Double overtime here at the Charlotte Bobcats Arena because Raymond Felton has done a great job of getting inside the lane and keeping the Lakers off balance. When they come to help, he dishes to Emeka Okafor. He's run the pick and roll brilliantly in the overtime period. Dishing to his teammate Emeka Okafor. Gets in the lane that time, didn't use the pick, went away from it, away from the defense, made a shot. The last play, it's a play that, hey, superstars make great shots. Raymond almost made one. Time ran out.
Raymond Felton saying prior to the start of the season, listen, I'm a player that wants to take the final shot of the game. I can live with taking the final shot of the game. And when you hear players say that, that's not about living with the make. It's living with the miss. And not everybody can live with missing that shot at the buzzer.
The development of great players are players, they can live with missing the shot.
Right.
They can't live with not taking it. And that's important when you talk about a Raymond Felton because he is a champion. He's been a champion at every level. So he's trying to grow here at this NBA level. And great players, they don't want anybody else to have to shoulder that responsibility. You always can walk away from it saying, man, I should have made that shot. You never want to walk away saying, I should have taken it.
Brown and Okafor. It's going to be Laker possession because Emeka Okafor jumped the tip. Now remember, the Bobcats are playing in their second overtime without Gerald Wallace, and they lost Jake Voskuhl earlier. Foul trouble for the Lakers. You have Kobe Bryant with 4, Kwame Brown with 4. Gerald Wallace fouled out in the first overtime. This is the second double overtime game for both the Lakers and the Bobcats. Bobcats lost at New York. You remember that night. And the Lakers defeated the Houston Rockets at home at Staples Center. Shot clock under 10. Kobe Bryant has 49. Kobe Bryant fouled by Bernard Robinson.
You mentioned it. 2 key players that are not on the floor. Jake Voskuhl, 7-footer, energy, making 15-footers, extending the defense, allowing Gerald Wallace to penetrate on the opposite side. Gerald Wallace is not in the game from an offensive standpoint because the Lakers have no answer on the inside. From the defensive standpoint, because he's the only athletic guy that can stay with a Kobe Bryant. So those are 2 very, very important losses for the Bobcats.
Shot clock at 4. Kobe Bryant
Shot doesn't go. Had an explosive first half. And he scored just 6 points in the third quarter. But in the fourth quarter, he came alive. And then in overtime, this is his second overtime. Okafor, Felton and Okafor hooking up once again.
That's been the play of the overtime period, the pick and roll, and the Lakers are frustrated. They don't know what to do. If you force fake Felton away from the screen, he scores. Force him into it, Emeka scores.
Foul. Foul on Okafor.
Same play, identical spot. Free throw line extended, explode through the pick and roll, draw the big guy. Emeka rolls at the right time, giving Raymond an angle, and he puts it down for 2 more.
A double-double for Raymond Felton, 19 points, 14 assists, and Emeka Okafor with 20 points and 19 rebounds, tying his career high. He is 1 rebound away from his first ever 20 in 20. What a night by Okafor and Raymond Felton, because both have emerged in overtime.
Very important to put it in perspective. Raymond Felton, 19 points, 14 assists, only 3 turnovers.
Kwame Brown, but Walton in a crowd, taken away. Anderson.
Kobe Bryant, the Lakers Iron Man, but how about the Bobcats? Raymond Felton, 48 minutes tonight so far.
Sasha Vujacic on the floor for the Lakers. Here's Bernard Robinson. Bobcats up by 2. B-Rob with the hook. Are you kidding me?
When it's going good, it's all good. And B-Rob put up a hook shot over the 7-foot Kwame Brown.
Evans for 3. Doesn't go, and Okafor with his 20th rebound. His first ever 20 in 20. Bobcats by 4.
You want to get your possession here. It's a very important possession. Do what's working. That's the pick and roll. Allow Emeka Okafor to roll to the basket and come right back with the same play.
Raymond Felton, shot clock down. Contested shot. Saved by Bernard Robinson. And the Bobcats are going to take a timeout. Bobcats by 4, 2:46 to go. In double overtime here at Charlotte Bobcats Arena. When you look back and the Bobcats up now by 4, I think the thing that you pointed out was the fact that you have Raymond Felton and Emeka Okafor hooking up, but not just going back to it once, but they continually go back to it. And that's extremely important as a young team continues and tries to get better.
Young teams have to learn how to play together. They also have to learn what works together. Raymond Felton and Emeka Okafor have found out tonight that the Lakers don't defend the pick and roll very well. They're running it the same way from the same side. What's going to happen now is so many options off the pick and roll. Emeka Okafor starts to roll to the basket, and Kwame Brown does not decide to help on the screen by Raymond Felton. He'll go all the way down the lane and lay it up. Now, on the opposite side, Maurice Evans decides to drop off and help on the screen and roll. You've got a Matt Carroll, who's been dynamite with 25 points tonight, that you've got to leave open. So that screen and roll is the bread and butter for the Bobcats here in the overtime period.
Felton, 14 assists. His career high is 16. That's a number that he put up at New York. Being attended to by Joe Sharp, the head athletic trainer. Bobcats on top by 4 with 2:46 to go. And for the Bobcats, you continue to do what you've done. For the Lakers,
For the Lakers, you've got to find an answer, because Kobe Bryant has missed his last 3 attempts in this overtime period. Now, you're going to come right back to Kobe because he continues to create such havoc on the defensive end. He has you scrambling and rotating to get to him. Now, the Lakers are looking for somebody else to step up. Is it Maurice Evans? Is it Sasha Vujacic? Is it Luke Walton? Somebody else, because Kobe Bryant has taken 40 shots here tonight. 30 more than the next closest guy on his team. But look at these two guys. They're having a great night. Raymond Felton, 19 points, 14 assists. Emeka Okafor for his first 20 and 20 night performance. A great night for those two.
And the first ever in Bobcats history. Bobcats by 4 with the ball and 2:40 to go. Lakers showing a zone. The dump on the inside. Kwame Brown with a rebound. And a shot clock violation as he had knocked it away. And the Lakers come away with it. Bobcats by 4.
Phil Jackson didn't take a chance on that pick and roll again. He zoned it up. It's going to force you to take an outside shot. See what the Bobcats come back with on the next possession.
Bryant has missed his last 5 shots. Kobe Bryant driving. Bryant, shot pops out, missed his last 6. 21 rebounds tonight for Okafor.
It's a great play by Emeka, standing right in there, and he did not allow Kobe Bryant to initiate the contact. He went straight up and changed the shot of Kobe Bryant.
Shot clock to 2. Felton. Okafor taps it out. Loose ball. Vujicic and a foul. Foul on Bernard Robinson. Lakers have not scored here in the second overtime with 1:36 to go.
Bobcats doing a great job. Derek Anderson, long arms. Matt Carroll, athletic. Raymond Felton putting pressure on B-Rob, known for his defense. And Emeka Okafor doing a great job controlling the boards. The Bobcats are able to extend their defense now, which means now the Lakers are either a little bit tired or they just don't have an answer.
Kobe Bryant has missed his last 6. Bryant, count it, and the foul. And a foul on Okafor. That's his second.
Kobe Bryant, you do a great job at denying him, but he's so smart. He cuts back door, and then when he goes inside against the shot blocker, he uses his body and his upper body strength. He's so well conditioned, gets the shot off, completes the 3-point play. Giving him 51 points to date so far.
52, 1 point shy of his season best of 53, and it's a 1-point game. Carroll. Shot doesn't go. Kobe Bryant with rebound. Nearing the 1-minute mark of the second overtime. The Lakers and the Bobcats at a sold-out Charlotte Bobcats arena. Bryant, and a foul once again. He'll be sent to the line with just under a minute remaining in the foul. Bernard Robinson. Bobcats have missed their last 5 shots. And Kobe Bryant had missed 6 in a row, so what did he do? He attacks the rim, and he gets back to the free throw line.
That's his 43rd attempt tonight. That's amazing. Talk about stamina, conditioning. And the game is on the line, and he goes into the most brutal area of all on the inside, takes the contact, and now is at the line for 2 more.
And Kobe Bryant tonight, Henry, is perfect from the free throw line. He is 10 of 10, 53 points, ties his season best.
Something about superstars. When they make up their mind, there's pretty much nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Short. Misses his first free throw of the night. Carroll with a key rebound.
This is a big possession here. If you're the Bobcats, you're going to get a timeout and get you a set play.
And the Bobcats, who have missed their last 5 shots, Bernie Bickerstaff uses a timeout. Tied at 117 with 50 seconds to go here in double overtime. Kobe Bryant with 53. The Bobcats trying to fight that off. Double overtime, tied at 117 apiece with 50 seconds remaining. And the Charlotte Bobcats being led by Emeka Okafor and Raymond Felton here in the second overtime. Gerald Wallace has fouled out. 28 points. Matt Carroll, 25 points off of the bench. Okafor, 20 points, 21 rebounds. And Felton, 19 points, 14 assists.
Great play here. Very important possession. You got to go back to your pick and roll. That's what's worked for you.
Vujicic along with Walton, Brown, Evans, and Bryant on the floor for Jackson and his Lakers. Shot clock at 7. Here's Bernard Robinson. Contact. Shot clock down to 4. Felton for 3. Huge shot, Raymond Felton. Felton has 22. Second consecutive game he scored 22. He's done it 4 times this season.
That's a big shot from a big player with a big heart.
Kobe to tie. He does. 56 points, Kobe Bryant. 21 seconds left. He has the last 7 for the Lakers. "20-second timeout."
Great job by a player that's going to be a big star in this league. Moves the basketball well, steps up and knocks down the shot. And Mr. Bigger Shot comes right down. You cannot allow him that much space. And he says, hey, I've done this before. I've been here before. And he knocks down a big shot.
21 of 43.
Good shots. Good shots. Most people, especially think about Kobe Bryant when he's scoring 50 and 60, 70, and 80 points. They're saying, oh, the guy's taking, terrible shots. His shots have come within the flow of the game tonight, and he hadn't forced anything. He has 4 assists. He has 4 rebounds. Everything's come within the flow of the game, and it helps to not have a Gerald Wallace chasing you all around the court. 21 seconds, Matt. You've got to go back to your pick and roll with Raymond Felton on the right side with Emeka Okafor.
Anderson to inbound it to Felton. Morrison on the floor along with Carroll, Okafor. They'll flatten out. Vujicic up high. Kwame comes chasing. Here's Adam Morrison. Under 10 seconds remaining in the second overtime. High pick and roll. Felton for the win. Shot doesn't go, and a timeout taken by the Lakers. .9 of a second remaining, and the Lakers with possession of the ball. And with number 24, he has 56 points. And the Bobcats have been here before. Heartbreakers, Tim Thomas. Nick Van Exel. This is Kobe Bryant. Paul Pierce. LeBron James in overtime. And Delonte West this season, all buzzer beaters. And this one they're still talking about in New York with David Lee. 7 buzzer beaters for the Charlotte Bobcats. And the most in the NBA since 2004-2005, and the Bobcats trying to avoid that here tonight.
Number 24. Got to figure out a way with 2.2 seconds to go in this game how to not allow him to get the basketball. Now, you can't deny, Matt, you can't be overly aggressive and deny too much because they'll lob right over the top. They'll set a back screen, and they'll get Kobe running to the basket. You can't have that. So you've got to find a way to stay in front. 2.2 seconds. You want to keep them in front, force them to make a move, and to shoot a long shot.
Felton and Anderson talking strategy. Carroll, Robinson, and Okafor on the floor. Kobe Bryant has 9 points here in the second overtime. Bobcats do not have a timeout. Lakers have 2 remaining. They add time to the clock. Instead of 1.9, it's now 2.2.
He has plenty of time to catch it, put it on the floor, and get a shot off.
Walton to inbound.
Your automatic switches. There are automatic switches. Wherever Kobe Bryant, if there's a pick, there's an automatic switch.
Double. They give it to Vujicic. Triple overtime. Triple overtime in Charlotte.
Wow. What a game.
What a great job of double teaming Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant Bobcats did a great job of coming out, double teaming, forcing another guy to beat you. And as a result, Vujicic did not have a great shot at it. Great defense. Triple overtime here at the Charlotte Bobcats Arena. Raymond Felton had one shot at it, got in the lane, and did exactly what he wanted to. Lobbed it toward the rim. Just didn't work. The Lakers get the rebound. 2.2 seconds to go. There's the double team on Kobe Bryant, Bernard Robinson, Matt Carroll. They throw the ball out to Sasha Vujicic. He misses at the buzzer, and it's a third overtime here at the Charlotte Bobcats Arena.
Well, Henry, tonight is the very first triple overtime for the Charlotte Bobcats franchise. This is going to be a coming-of-age night because Raymond Felton is in. He's playing through injuries. We've already seen head athletic trainer Joe Sharp working on him. Gerald Wallace has fouled out. This is the night that they're going to show what they're made of.
You're exactly right, Stephanie. You have to have extra guys step up when you're playing a triple overtime game. This is where you do miss it, Gerald Wallace, because of his energy, his stamina, and his ability to make things happen on the basketball court. You always miss that when games go long like this. The issue now is the Lakers have their man on the court with 4 fouls, Kobe Bryant. 56 points, 21 for 43. He's been absolutely incredible tonight, giving the Bobcats fans all that they paid for in the standing room 20,000 fan night. And you look at the Bobcats, say 3 overtimes. What do you have to do to win this game? Go back to what's working. Raymond Felton, Emeka Okafor penetrating in the lane. I talked about it all night. Lakers hadn't defended it yet. Now, Field's gone to a matchup zone to eliminate the pick and roll. If you're the Bobcats, you still have Matt Carroll on the floor. You're still going to penetrate now, but you're not going to get the pick and roll. You're going to get the pick and shot in the corner from a Matt Carroll.
Controlled by the Lakers. Bobcats tonight with 4 players scoring 20 or more points. Wallace, remember, he fouled out. Evans fading. And Maurice Evans. Bernard Robinson tapped out. Walton. Kobe Bryant with 56 points. Spin move. And a turnover as he was looking for Kwame Brown and right through his fingertips.
Kobe can't believe it. He spinned in the middle against 3 players and put it on the numbers of Kwame Brown, and he lost it out of bounds for the Lakers' 14th turnover of the night.
Bobcats have scored 14 off of the previous 13. Brown goes for the steal. Underneath Bernard Robinson, and then Parker comes over and swats it away. Good rotation by Parker.
Great rotation by Smush Parker, but Bernard Robinson has to catch that basketball and explode up quicker to go through the rim, because in a game as tight as this one, you're only going to have a split second to make something happen.
Triple overtime here in Charlotte, North Carolina. On a Friday night, here's Bernard Robinson. Who can finish? Bobcats looking for their 8th win of the season. The Lakers looking for their 20th and a successful road trip. They're 3-2 on the trip, and Okafor with 22 rebounds.
It's amazing.
A personal mark and a franchise mark.
He's played like a man possessed tonight. on those boards. The Bobcats are overall done a great job defensively. I mean, you can't worry about Kobe Bryant's 56. He's going to do that. He's going to torch everybody in the league.
Matt Carroll, 23rd rebound, put back Okafor. 22 points, 23 rebounds, Emeka Okafor.
That's amazing. That's what he's been controlling tonight, the rebounds, and you need to stop here if you're the Bobcats. Kobe Bryant hasn't been as aggressive the first couple possessions. You know it's coming, but you want to do a great job on the defensive end.
Offensive foul on Kwame Brown. Timeout, 2:43 to go. Bobcats lead in triple overtime. Their first ever triple overtime game in franchise history. And it's against Kobe and the Lakers. 124-122 in triple overtime. Bobcats on top by 2 coming up on Sunday on MyTV 12. Bobcats Insider at 11:30 a.m. Check it out each and every week. 11:30 on MyTV 12, Bobcats Insider. And upcoming games tomorrow, Indiana, Monday, Minnesota, then at Orlando and at Detroit as you see the schedule. And tomorrow night, our good friend Steve Martin sit in with Adrian Branch from Indiana. Henry back over on the radio side with Scott Lauer. And I'm off to San Diego.
If we get out of here.
Well, before all that, it's triple overtime, 124-122. Charlotte Bobcats on top. I was in the break to you, Henry. One of the great regular season games I think I've ever seen was the 121-18 LeBron James game winner, his first ever in Cleveland, where Felton and LeBron went after each other. This one tonight, this one may top it, folks. This has been special. Bernard Robinson got it. B-Rob, 4-point game. He's been killer B tonight.
He's done a great job of taking advantage of the mismatch. Kwame Brown switches out against B-Rob, and it's a matchup that's too big. He's too quick, and he's making it happen.
Kobe Bryant busts a foul. Bobcats, this is a franchise mark for them in points with 126 in a game.
He's so strong going to the basket. He tucks that basketball away. You can't smack it out of his hand, puts it right under his chin, forces the contact, and has the upper body strength to still finish. Now, this is interesting because this is a kid that's played 53 minutes, and he's still going strong on the line for his 59th point.
And the shot is short. 2-point game. His third highest total in his career, 81 points and 62, and tonight 58. Bernard Robinson. Throws it into the third row. You can't do that with 1:47 to go.
You got to be decisive. If you're going to go to the basket, he's had great luck against Kwame Brown penetrating. If you're going to go to the basket, go.
Luke Walton. Feed underneath, turnover. Bobcats get it back.
You get it right back. Now you want to make up this possession here. Bernie wants to talk things over.
Timeout taken by the Charlotte Bobcats. Kobe Bryant has 11 points in the 3 overtime. He has 58 overall. Felton with 22 points, 15 assists. Okafor with 22 points, 24 rebounds. Bobcats by 2 with the ball.
Bobcats have done a great job of hanging in there. You talk about gutting it out. This is what you mean by really on every single play trying to do things right, making it count. Got a big break here against the Lakers with Luke Walton trying to thread the needle to Kwame Brown, who's dropped several passes tonight. None could be bigger than that possession there. The Bobcats, you come back. You've got control of this game where you have a mismatch when Kwame Brown tries to guard a Bernard Robinson. But you want to go to your pick and roll, of course, with Raymond Felton and Emeka Okafor.
This speaks, I think, to not only the Bobcats and the performance of Raymond and Emeka, Gerald, Matt Carroll, but also to Kobe Bryant, because this is the final game of a 6-game road trip. Psychologically, they are always tough. You talk about Eastern Conference teams that go out west. This is a Western Conference team that's been out east over the holidays. And you now are in a triple overtime game. You start thinking about legs. You start thinking about all those things about, hey, let's just get back home. But Kobe Bryant has 58 points tonight.
You saw it early. We talked about it. His focus. Early on, 16 first quarter points. He was on a mission from the beginning of the game. He wasn't joking around. He wasn't high-fiving and trying to be a teacher. He came out being a leader tonight, wanting to demonstrate, hey, guys, jump on my back, and I'm going to carry you as far as I can. And so far, it's been the 3 overtimes. Now, it's a minute and 28 left. A lot of things have happened. Bobcats been up 4 with 56 seconds to go in the previous overtime, and we end up with another overtime. So it's going to get down to defense, fresh legs. It's going to get down to shot selection, and it's going to get down to whoever executes the best here in this last minute 28.
Here's Felton with the ball. Okafor sets the screen. It's been effective. Kwame Brown does a great job of hedging out and driving them the opposite way.
7 seconds on the shot clock.
Now down to 5. Derek Anderson gets fouled in the act. D.A. gets fouled by Kobe Bryant, his 5th.
That's amazing. Kobe Bryant goes up to contest. Derek Anderson extends. Kobe thought he could get away with the last-minute slap on the elbow. Referee Leroy Richardson caught him.
Derek Anderson, as a member of the Bobcats, this is his 12th game. He is 10 of 10 now from the free throw line. Hasn't shot the ball all that well from the field, but has been perfect from the free throw line.
He's a guy who's instrumental, Matt, Derek Anderson is, in contributing in other ways. He does so many little things, and you expect him being in the league 9-10 years to come in and make big shots for the Bobcats, but he's really a teacher and a veteran guy. Steps up, knocks down 3 big free throws.
Bobcats now up by 5. This matches their largest lead in the entire game. It's in triple overtime. Kobe. Shot doesn't go. Okafor with the rebound, is 25th. Will that do it? Bernard Robinson. It's still a 2-possession game.
Raymond Felton has to get the basketball. In these situations, he has to control the basketball. Even if he has to go to his teammate and take it out of his hands, you want Raymond Felton with the basketball down the stretch.
And if you're Bernard Robinson,
you penetrate 1 or 2 times, get out of traffic, and you pick it up and you throw it to Raymond Felton.
Bobcats have outscored the Lakers here in triple overtime, 9-4. Here's Felton. Matt Carroll. Shot doesn't go. And a big rebound for the Lakers and Kobe Bryant. Pushing it ahead, Kobe. Offensive foul. He's out of the game. His 6th personal foul. His 58-point performance comes to an end.
The little things that we talk about couldn't be bigger with Derek Anderson standing in there when Kobe Bryant's coming full steam ahead. He isn't going for 3, he's going for 2. The experienced Derek Anderson takes the charge. Great defenders don't always steal the ball. They anticipate well, and Derek Anderson anticipated the right direction. The 6th foul on a guy who's put up 59 points in tonight's game.
38 seconds left. Bobcats by 5. 38 seconds away from this young franchise's greatest win. Most impressive win. Including at San Antonio earlier this season. Because when you have one of the greats of the game put up a night like that, and you can still hold them off, Henry, you have to put that into perspective with this young franchise. It's 26 seconds away, still time left, but on the verge of that.
The confidence level does so much for your confidence when you've been in so many tight games down the stretch. And to go triple overtime, as Matt Carroll makes the first free throw, to go to triple overtime, and one of the game's greatest players scores, has an incredible night, 58 points, and you're still right there on top with a chance to win the game. It has a tremendous effect on a young team's confidence.
To make it a 3-possession game. And Matt Carroll has a career-high 27 points coming off of the bench. Matt Carroll has missed only 2 free throws the entire season. November 24th at Detroit, he missed 1. And November 25th against Miami, he was 3 of 4. He is perfect in the month of December from the free throw line. And one of the best free throw shooters in the NBA, Matt Carroll knocks down 2 key free throws there, and it's now a 7-point game.
It's a great game. Matt Carroll stepped in and had a big night off the bench. No matter where this guy contributes from, whether he's starting or whether he comes off the bench, he always gives you. That's one thing about Matt Carroll. You know exactly what you're going to get every night. And some nights the shot isn't going, but he still gives you his energy and his effort, and you can appreciate that. Tonight, everything's working out for Matt Carroll off the bench. A big night with 27 points.
And especially bouncing back after subpar performance on Wednesday night. Struggled in the second half. And the Lakers, for the first time since Phil Jackson's return as their head coach, 9 games over 500. Last season they finished 8 games over 500. But they are down 7 without Kobe Bryant. Brian Cook. Walton trying to pick up the pieces. Can't. And that's going to do it. Without Lamar Odom, it's a tough task. And without Kobe Bryant, it gets even tougher for the Lakers with 6.3 tenths of a second remaining in triple overtime. And the Bobcats putting up a franchise mark, 131 points, and the Sprite team of the game.
That's the best.
Sprite Obey.
Good way to put it.
And Derek Anderson to the strike. And what a performance tonight. The Lakers are now going to fall to 4-5 without Lamar Odom. But when they don't have Lamar and they don't have Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bryant tonight on the verge of 60 points. Unbelievable job. But you look at the Bobcats, Gerald Wallace, Okafor with a 20 and 20. Raymond Felton, Matt Carroll. What an unbelievable win here for the Bobcats, downing the Lakers in triple overtime, 133 to 124 in front of the largest crowd in the history of the Bobcats. Let's send it over to Stephanie Reddy. Steph?
Thanks a lot, Matt. Emeka Okafor tonight, 4 of your teammates, including yourself, over 20 points. Largest crowd in Bobcats history. Is this a coming-of-age night for you all?
We definitely think so. We definitely felt energy tonight. We had a lot of our teammates with us on, and we put on a good game.
You ended up with 25 points, over 20 rebounds for the first time in your career, a 20 and 20 night. What was it like out there for you?
I was doing what it took to get the win. I was out there getting the buckets. Raymond did a great job of finding me, and I was just grabbing as many boards as possible.
Where do you all go from here?
Indiana, let's do it again.
Thanks a lot, Matt.
All right, thank you very much. Bobcats win it 133-124 in triple overtime. Yes, there's more right after this.